Hello, and welcome to another West March Guys live stream. I'm JT, and we are going to be diving into the campaign that we've been running for you guys for the past couple of weeks now. I know, Joe, I ran last week. I have a bit of a little story I wanted to finish up. I know we have new players, but that's the glory of the West Marches. I think Joe's going to be back next week, but if anybody want to have any shout outs for anything? Word from our sponsor? Any sponsors? No, not yet. Okay, soon.
Hero Forge.
Soon.
All right.
So last, our heroes left the city of Alex. After making some acquaintances and running some jobs, they decided to clear out what they needed to clear out and head on south. Heavy Neck, a little information in the back of his head, decided to take his crew somewhere a little colder. Having a hit on a name in the port down on the southern part of our world, came across a city that, well, seemed to be empty. After doing a little looting, as pirates do, they discovered a little bit more taken, fought a few Gith that showed up out of nowhere. After quickly dispatching them, they grabbed their gear, a glass scroll case with some etched writing saying, in case of emergency, head their way back on their ship and are started to head to the only spot that they have marked on any kind of map that just says Loradis. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I assume that it's going to be a little bit to travel to this place.
Yeah, call it. I mean, so it's weird, right? Like you're not sure, and from what you have known, it doesn't seem like this really should be there. So you're not sure. A day, 2 days. You kind of have just a general idea of where this thing is.
Okay, all right. After we make our way away from this island of just terribleness, Heavy Neck would like to tell Tolland to not drop the sail.
Aye, Captain.
I want to know what's in those fucking boxes. And he's going, Sheila, bring the boxes up here.
Okay.
Please.
Like you want to step in?
I mean, I could help, but I got these alarms.
So I guess I mean I kind of know. So I mean I have the tech here. So I guess, do you mind if we talk, Joe? No, I can't really hear you. People are excited though. Do you think we should? Do you want me to let them open it, or? That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so just stay on the mic. No, yeah. If you want to put your voice in, if not, yeah, let's do it. So go ahead. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to inspect the boxes once again.
Wait, didn't we already open some boxes?
No.
What was that staff you guys
different.
let me use?
No,
Different.
Isn't that just from ransacking the castle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just loot.
My God, how much did you guys loot?
Like a lot. Like a lot. And these boxes are pretty big.
But we really would need to figure out what's in these things.
So go ahead.
All right.
So what do you guys do? So inspect the box. Roll an investigation check for me.
All right.
Are we just out sailing right now? Or are we still?
No, he had Talon drop the sails. The boat has come. There's no land in sight around you. You see a bit of a iceberg off in the distance, but nothing that catches your attention.
I was gonna suggest trying to open them and mess with them off the boat, but we could do it here.
I agree. If I remember correctly, and
we were warned.
I want to see if we can disarm it.
Do this. If I remember correctly, you mentioned that they were gonna blow up if you tampered with them.
Well,
so let's not do that on the boat.
That's gonna tamper them. Does anybody have any useful things to try and disarm something like this?
How much do you guys know about this box? What is it?
We know that if we get it wrong, it might explode or something.
I mean, that's wonderful.
Maybe.
glad you brought this on the ship. Thanks, guys. Good job.
There's got to be some good stuff in it, though.
Yeah, obviously you're not gonna with explosives if it's not important.
How hilarious would it be if it was just empty, though?
I would shit a brick.
It's just rotten fruit.
Yes. What does a Jello demon frog think is important?
I don't know. What's dead bodies? Does it smell funny?
Zilch just looks very confused.
All right.
You tell me, man. I'm not gonna.
right now, ladies.
Does anybody have any way to like try and disarm this thing?
I can dispel magic at 3rd level or at 4th level.
I
mean,
can
if there's
cast.
magic on it, then that might work.
What was it?
I can cast silence around it. I don't know if it's gonna make like a loud noise or something.
Little, but you're a little quiet. Can you turn your mic up? I'm having a hard time hearing you. Sorry.
Anybody know the knock spell? I can cast silence, and then you can cast knock in the silence.
That would be clever. I don't know any spells. Pretty useless besides picking a lock, and I think this is above lock picking, just a smidge.
mean,
All
you
of
could
what you
give it a
said is
shot.
true.
All I've got is dispel magic, so
All right,
not
well,
much help.
the reminder
could
of the
try
fact that they
dispel
will
magic,
explode,
maybe it
because
would
I'll be
work.
honest, totally just breezed past that. I'd remember. Maybe we ought to wait. So,
Aye, Captain Collins says in the background as he kind of peeks his head up from behind the steering wheel.
Colin, throw up those sails.
And he starts roping up. The wind catches you guys, and you start heading. Iceport on that map. I know it's so weird, but it's not really right there. It's a little farther out. Don't take the map to perfect size. So you kind of head a little bit south from where you are in order to find this. Who wants to? I mean, who's sailing the ship? I don't know.
Heavy Neck will be he will be steering.
Okay. You want to roll did we come up with like a boat check?
Yeah. I mean, could we do
wasn't it like your intelligence plus your proficiency modifier?
I mean, I'll take that. It's 5. 10.
Okay.
All right. So
that's all you need.
So as you're heading around, and I mean, this map is hard. It's hard to read. It's not really a map. It's more like a chart with like a scribble and a last minute thing. Twirling that glass case in your hands, you kind of start heading your way through the different icebergs. And the farther you get towards what is the lower part of this world, White Wind, the more you see sheets of ice, things you have to avoid. It becomes a bit more difficult.
Gross.
And kind of out of nowhere with the different kind of mists, an island appears that seems pretty close to what you were looking for.
Like out of nowhere in the fact that it's
not out of nowhere. I mean, it's just it's hard to differentiate between large ice block and actual land, if that makes sense.
That's fair. All right, so as we start to approach, I'll just call and go, "Oi, we got something coming up." And as I want to get as close as I can without like putting myself in an awkward spot if like we get blocked in here with ice.
Okay, yeah. Is it? I'm assuming the rest of you are on the deck at this point. You've heard the shouts. You know it's icy. Don't want to make too many assumptions without asking first, of course.
I'm just walking around sweeping stuff. I don't know what else to do on a boat.
Yeah. So go ahead, roll me a survival check there, Heavy Neck, to see how well you can dock this bad boy.
First, I want to say that Zilch is behind Heavy Neck, and like when everything starts to get kind of choppy and rough, Zilch is just going to kind of be like in a constant state of like 100% concentration on just casting guidance just over and over and over again, just to try and get us through.
Take your D4 then.
Can I be up there trying to shape water, or would control water help?
Did that not go through?
Well, let's see where this D4 is first, and
Hold on.
see if you need to do anything.
This is weird. It's not. It's not letting me.
Just roll a D4 in your table. You have dice right next to you.
How'd you know?
I actually don't.
Hold on. It's because Zilch didn't say it. You can add a D4 to that.
There we go.
All right.
There it is.
8. So 18.
So with the prowess of a captain of a ship,
Yeah, goddamn right.
you drop the sails to half mast, drop your jib, cut your speed just enough so you could literally, it's almost like you're drifting the ship between these ice sheets. And you
Mhm.
find a spot where the rocks that have broken up out of the ground are keeping the ice at bay. They're almost breaking apart. The chunks are too big, and it's almost like a little cove that you can anchor
Okay.
the ship
let's-
without it.
I'm gonna
being-
swing the slippery bosom's ass around so that we can
Like
try and.
if you would hear wheels scratching in your head, you hear them, even though it's a boat, so it's quiet.
Screeching across the ice.
Even though it's a boat, so it's quiet.
All right, so as
Just
we're
backing in.
getting parked, I'm gonna go. Zilch, enter in.
What?
Come here.
Yeah, what?
Yep.
Need you.
All right. What are we doing?
All right, so I'm gonna look at both of you. And go, oi. So you can fly, and you can turn into things that could probably fly. No.
Yeah, I've got a couple of giant flying shapes.
All right. Would you please go up and see and take a look at this island and see if it has any sort of stone structures on it? Because it's not supposed to be a big island. So if there isn't anything on the structure, is there any way you can like scout it out for me, please?
Yeah. I'm gonna wild shape to giant owl and start flying around doing that.
Sick.
Yeah.
I
What
follow.
does it look like?
I could probably carry a small person with
So
me.
the two of you head up into the sky.
I could ride you.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch Little Bite immediately drop to all fours, like laser focused on the owl,
On the
like
bird.
on,
just-
like
I
claws
just
into
turn-
the deck.
Doing that like
turns
chirping
fully
thing that
around
cats do.
Staring at you.
How fluffy is your tail?
As Heavy
Totally
Neck saying
busted
like,
out.
as Heavy Neck saying like, oh, I could ride it. Zilch is like, yes, I don't have to carry him anymore.
Yes.
So you guys hop on the back. Yeah. You guys kind of take a sweeping look up into the sky. Go ahead, roll me perception checks. I'll give you the 3. Owl, I think, has advantage.
Depends if on I think what you're using.
I get a plus.
He's using an
8.
owl, so
Large owl. Hold on, I think it's further down. I don't know. I don't see. I know I get
Oh
like a
yeah,
plus
Owl
6
should
or
definitely
something.
get advantage because it's better than the Hawk.
Perception.
I don't know if they do though. I mean, it depends on their.
Pretty
I
sure
got a
they do.
16. I don't see it in here.
I mean, Zilch sees it the most. I mean, it wasn't super hard. So you both kind of shoot straight up out of the boat, right? And try to get an aerial view of this island. As you kind of look over, the two of you notice coming out, it kind of peaks up. It almost looks like as though it juts out of the sky. With a 20, Zilch, you would see there's
Nope.
a stream of water. I mean, this is a cold climate you guys are in. I mean, it's below freezing where you're standing right now as you fly into the sky. The cold wind is whipping in your face, the ice crystals, everything. But yet there's a stream of water that kind of runs from the top center of this island, as you can watch, and it goes down. And there seems to be stone structures kind of built into the side of where the peak of this hillside would be.
All right, I'll pull out my phone and take a picture.
Selfie.
What is the hashtag?
All right, cool.
I'm
I
just gonna
seize it.
swoop in a little closer. Can we
Yeah,
get
I mean,
any
Heavy
better-
Neck, you see it too.
Fly closer.
It's pretty far away. I mean,
do
what's
that.
Like the
your
structure.
My flight speed is 60 feet.
how about you guys
Strength
roll
is
me
13
a
plus 1.
you each roll me Constitution saving throws because it is cold as you start
Shit,
making your way
okay.
towards this, flying through the air this fast.
All right. Oh, that's a 9.
Yeah, not great.
Ooh.
Oh,
11.
no, my little
You
gnome is-
you all start to just start
Seize
shaking
up.
and shivering. I mean, it's cold, but whatever heat is coming up this mountain is causing this just mist to just freeze in the air, and like your wings start to get coated in it, and you all take a point of exhaustion
Oh, ho, ho.
trying to fly through
Wow.
this air.
Okay.
Why didn't I wear my jacket? Fuck.
And
I
you
wear
guys can either
mine.
keep going or
No, this is too much. Goodbye. I'm going back.
Oh no, yeah, just like Heavy Neck's gonna just bury himself in like the feathers of the owl to try and get as close to it as possible.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I'm
have
gonna-
you ever ridden a motorcycle when it's way too cold
Yes.
out and you go through the
Yeah.
like
In the morning when your buddy picks you up,
you go through the mountain passes and you're just like, oh yeah, that's how it feels right now.
I'm gonna start heading back to the ship then.
Yes, absolutely.
You all kind of fly back, and I mean, you did get to see these structures are built into this top part of this mountain for sure. I mean, you did get a bit closer. It's a little farther than you got, on your mounts, but you head back to the ship, kind of shake off the ice crystals, break it off your face. Heavy Neck, you have.
I've like always
Yeah.
stumbled, so I'm just like.
So
Ugh. All right, so. Well, Zilch, you saw that. Estrian, you did. There's definitely some structures, some stone over there. Did we get a chance to like maybe pick out like was there any sign of like was there like humanoids at all or any lights? Actually lights. Any at all?
it's during the day right now, so you didn't really see much for lights. I mean, it looked as though something was lit. I mean, you might have seen a little smoke in the distance, but the weather's not great.
Heavy Neck, it's daytime. There's no lights.
I was thinking like a torch.
Yeah, well, it's day. So
But like I don't know, what if they're in a cave?
if they're in a cave, I can't see them from the
Or
sky.
if like the building had a light on the inside. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
You're very good at thinking. Keep doing
All
that.
right. No, I'm good at killing. So what I think is, who wants to come with me to go explore over there into those buildings and look for my guy?
I raise up a wing because I'm holding onto my shape for as long as I can.
The owl's
love it.
in. The owl's in.
Yes, Sheila, my girl, and Heavy Neck's gonna wrap his arms around your leg, Sheila, and he's gonna feel like an ice pack just as he shivers and try to soak in your warmth. God bless you.
I mean, you break it off and start to actually get a warmth. I mean, the ship's heated down below, I'm assuming as
Yeah.
well. So,
still, I'm exhausted, and now it's fucking cold.
I was going to
Alright.
give the +1 quarterstaff to that owl, and I'm glad that I waited.
so what do you guys want to do?
All right, so who's with me? Sheila,
Sheila.
Zilch, Etrian. We'll look
Same
around
thing.
and just like
What about the one that eats fireballs?
I was gonna say, little boy.
Yeah, bring
I
her.
currently am in zoomy mode with a piece of ice on the deck. So if you've seen the way cats sort
Oh,
of
she's
like
Push it around.
scatter around
Okay,
it, they're
so-
pushing around.
Heavy Neck's gonna take his chain off and throw it onto the ground and just jingle it around and try and like do like little tugs.
All about it.
Okay, so as he like gets it closer and closer, he'll snap it up to his hand and just as she like gets up and is standing, he goes, "So it looks like you're in."
Yeah, where
I've-
are we going?
I've
Let's
walked up
go.
right behind Heavy Neck.
All right, so we just need to go in that direction, and I'm gonna
Great.
point to where the buildings were. Yeah.
Make your way. I mean, it's easy enough. You get a rowboat. It's not too far. I mean, it looks
There
like
was
this is
ice.
almost what?
I was gonna say, were the ice sheets were they thick enough to walk on, or was
Well, in outside of that cove, like where you are, it seems as though the water moves enough and it's broken the ice inside of this little
I see.
spike. But once you get to the ice sheet on the outside of it, yeah, you guys can walk pretty much straight up to the edge of the island.
we should follow the wall as we need to anchor this to something solid, not an ice sheet that could break.
Oh, you anchored the boat with your anchor, I assume.
No, I'm talking about the rowboat. This is as we're traveling.
my
I'm
fault.
just
My fault. Go ahead.
hug this side so that we can anchor it to like a rock or something. Like
I
not.
mean, easy enough. You get it to like because there's a few rocks that are jutting out from where this island kicks up that you can actually get the rowboat tied to. That's not just ice.
All right, perfect. Yeah. So let's go.
I'm gonna stay an owl and just fly ahead, and if there's anything crazy showing up, go down and warn them.
All right, roll me an investigation check, Etrian, with advantage because you're flying ahead of the group. Etrian, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Etrian?
Perception? Yeah, Etrian.
Etrian. Correct me. You have to correct me, otherwise I'll never
No, that's
fix.
fine.
I was just hoping I was
It-
saying.
Now, is it with advantage or is it with no advantage because of the level of exhaustion? Because it wouldn't be
Hmm,
disadvantage.
Straight
That's a good
roll.
question. Straight roll.
roll.
You say perception
Okay.
or investigation?
Investigation if you're looking for like a path or something, or perception if you're just looking for like a general area.
I don't have it on here. Oh. I'll just do perception because it's quicker. It's here. Just looking for general safe areas that nothing
Um,
bad.
You actually catch a glimpse of it was straight roll.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, sorry. So the
24.
24 is perfect.
Yeah.
So you catch the stream bed coming down, and you see this water in the distance as you kind of fly up a little bit. You notice where it's actually breaking into, and you kind of realize now why there's no ice in your little circle. It's almost breaking into the water below and like parting it so it spins.
Nice.
So and you kind of get next to it and you realize that there seems to be some sort of path, though the steps are pretty big.
So, I'll go down and go, or no, I'm gonna stay in the owl and just wait if anything giant comes out then, and just keep a better eye on it.
So you guys
I don't
just
want to warn there's big steps.
heading to the owl is?
Yeah, we're using
Yep.
him as.
Okay, you guys kind of make it up, and you kind of see the stream. Now you guys kind of all make it to this stream and it's weird too. The rocks on where you're standing now, because of this steam that's almost rising from this stream that's next to you, is kind of like coated and made all the path ahead of you empty, and there's like a little bit of you can almost see moths on the very edges of where the water's still warm enough to not have the rocks be cold.
Is the water warm?
Yeah.
You touch it,
Yes.
you put your hand in it. I mean,
Yep.
compared to outside, yeah, it's warm. It's not like
It's not like
hot or
Okay.
anything, but I mean, you're freezing right now, so
I'm gonna fill my water skin.
So it could be like a hot spring up at the top, and then
Fill
it's
it,
just
no
cold by
problem.
the time it gets to the bottom.
sure seems it. But could be.
All right, let's continue forth.
Oh man, I need a bath so bad. This is so
well,
tempting.
Not right now. Come on, Zilch.
Okay.
You follow up. Do you start walking up?
Zilch. When we
Yeah.
get to the next place where there's like a really fancy bathhouse, it's all on me. The
And-
food, the grass, everything is on me. Right?
Oh man, yes. Yes, I wish I had a way to record you saying that so I could bring that up next time because you're probably gonna
don't
be
worry,
drunk
because
when that happens.
I will be right there next to you.
Okay. Do you stay next to the group, or are you like flying around?
I'm flying ahead a little bit, trying to
Are you
keep
flying
them
up,
in.
or?
Can I tell which direction they were headed, or are they just
I mean,
following me?
they're following you.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just trying to find the next open area that I can.
So like
kinda
as you
fly over.
stay low here, it's weird. It's pretty foggy. It's hard to see kind of ahead of you. Like even you guys walking up this path, it's like it's kind of hard to see. So if you're just you're kind of flying blind, every once in a while you see a rock come out of nowhere because you're like it's hard to.
Do I hear anything stomping around? 'Cause the steps were giant, and then now I'm concerned there's something big here.
Yeah, roll a perception check with your owl. Oh, your owl doesn't have disadvantage.
Well, he's
'Cause
exhausted.
Your owl
yeah,
is
but-
not exhausted.
Oh,
What?
it's not.
Doesn't
You
carry
don't keep
over.
exhaustion points, just like you don't keep ailments that
I
affect
stayed in the
your
owl form.
polymorph form. So like so
was
when
in
you
owl
change in like an owl, like you don't get exhausted like you would a human.
So I
Like
didn't take it.
when you so your owl took it, but when you
Just take
transferred
it.
back,
Take it. Just take
you
it.
don't.
I was gonna
He
say, I
didn't- he
think
didn't
you
transform
I
transform
didn't transfer back. I'm
So
holding. I
you
only get
still
2
have it
hours.
right now, yes. So
Yeah,
Okay.
so okay, so
But I
your
could've gotten
owl
rid of it.
is exhausted, but if you transfer back,
Mhm.
you won't be exhausted.
yeah. I just didn't
Sorry
want to
about
lose a
that.
wild shape form. That's
I
all right.
didn't know it like that. That's awesome.
That's silly.
Just so you know, just
So
how
wait,
polymorph.
if he goes back
Yeah.
to his own elf form, does that mean he's not exhausted?
I don't think so. No, I mean if it's anything like polymorph, that's how it works.
Well, it's
That's amazing. Druids are broken.
All right, let me look up Druid wild shape now because now I'm concerned because I thought this was polymorph.
I shouldn't have opened my mouth, but like,
No, it's all right. I didn't even think about it.
sorry, Adrian.
Don't be.
That's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah, you should be something that's not broken, like an armor or artificer.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, I have nothing to say.
Wait a
I
second,
just,
sorry.
I almost didn't pick the class.
Or a swashbuckling rogue.
I mean, that's just he's a pirate.
The- I
Are you gonna
love
make me
them.
rationalize all
No,
my characters?
I do.
So
love them.
for
Their
wild
character
shape
arc is
isn't
well done.
polymorph. So wild shape, you
Right.
would keep your exhaustion
It doesn't
because
say anything
everything
in
goes
there.
through. All your traits go through. Anything you have added goes through.
Yeah. I only take like the strength and constitution and dexterity. I think everything else stays mine.
Interesting. I like rules. That's why I like D&D.
Does make things
Sorry about
interesting.
that. So anyway, you continue. No, so did you make a perception check?
So
Sorry.
13, yeah, was one.
Yeah, it's hard. It's just hard to see. It's foggy.
Damn. So at this point, then I'd fly back down because I'm kind of useless up here, and land with the group and turn back to my elf.
I'm walking along.
Yeah.
You guys follow this trail for
See anything good?
Just the spinning ice. It got real foggy.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, hey, I have this thing for you, by the way. Here you go. And I toss you the +1 quarterstaff.
I'd probably catch it.
I assume you catch it.
I probably catch it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you God into the water, damn
Oh, shit, yeah.
it.
There goes my second wild shape to get it back.
Well,
Sweet,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, so you're moseying your way along. It's weird. You finally get to a bit of a clearing. The water S's around in a bit of a shape. There's ice on either side, a little bit of trees start to pop up, and it kind of takes a bit of the fog out of the air, and you kind of realize that there's shrubbery and a little bit of growth underneath, right?
Interesting. Trees, really.
Not necessarily alive. A few with some really hardy green leaves that still are there. A lot of pines, but yeah, there's some greenery. It's getting a bit warmer, and I don't know. If anybody goes back to the water,
Yep.
I mean,
I definitely would go back to the water. I'm just gonna put one finger in it though.
it's warmed up a bit.
Like warmer than before.
Yeah.
Do I know what's going on looking around at the wildlife and the trees and everything and why it's happening?
I mean, are you proficient in Arcana?
Nature.
Nature?
Insight.
Yeah, roll me a nature check.
23.
Ooh.
Yeah, something's warm in this water. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a bit of activity here, and it's created a bit of a mini ecosystem.
Thank God for the druid.
I mean, it's not much more than that with the nature check. I mean, it's hard to tell because
Yeah. What if there's something else going on?
All right,
Wait,
well,
wait. Is it warm? Is it
think
like
so.
warm? Is it like actually warm?
like Sheila's pissing in it.
thing. Well, I mean, with that nature check too, you would know that
just was squatting down.
things might live here.
Yeah, but is it warm?
I'm gonna like
As you
stick
kinda, like-
my foot out of the water and just do the thing that cats do. It's just like
As you kind of look up
No.
and start doing it, you turn around and realize that 3 giant entities are starting to approach you from
What?
3 different sides. They come over a ridge line in the distance that you weren't noticing right out of the fog, and all 3 look at you. And as you guys are next to this water, taking in your surroundings, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
It is pee. It's their bathroom.
I don't have an Etrian mini. Do I? Should I?
I made minis for everybody.
I didn't see it. Can you thank you. Could you throw it on there? It's on. I'm gonna send them to Joe. You can see the page. It's the untitled one.
Etrian,
I'm gonna name it right here. It's under Giant Fight, Joe. For the players are. You should be there now.
I love this map. Great
Listen,
map.
man, I found this map
Hey,
'cause and it was worth every cent.
somebody.
Yep.
How could I forget an iced river that I shadow stepped or that I misty stepped over and then met?
That's
with
not that's not ice. That's melted and
and then
flowing.
put on a show for a bunch of elementals. I wasted
Um,
more spell slots during that play than I did.
I got Sheila already down there. Do you guys not see the Sheila that I had down there? The only one I'm missing is Ethereum.
Etrian.
Etrian.
Etrian Red Fox.
Do this. It's definitely not a random name generator there.
Could have fooled me. Am I waiting on it? Yeah, is everybody rolling initiative?
I did. We
I'm
already
waiting for the
said-
tracker to pop up.
Holy crit!
Is it not there?
No.
No.
Oh,
Deal.
fuck, it got
Get
deleted.
in there.
Oh yeah, freaking crush it.
Everybody adding their own turns.
Yeah, I
I'm
will.
assuming.
If you put me on there, yeah.
I don't need your lip. Okay. $18.
How do I add myself to the turn order?
You click your icon and then you click initiative.
No, but I already rolled initiative.
Same.
Yeah, but like click your character and then press initiative, and then you can just change it in the tracker.
You just you just change it
I
in
see.
tracker.
That's silly of me to not be able to think of that. Meow.
So is everybody in there? Everybody in the tracker? Or do you need me to add you?
Can I
see.
add Can I add myself if I don't
You
have
can.
a token? Oh,
Wait,
It's
no,
a-
you haven't. Do you not have a token? No, you can't if you don't have a token.
Sheila's
okay.
not in there.
She is.
Not in the turn order.
Oh.
Wait, are you up? Wait, hold on.
Sheila,
Who's making second minis of everything?
no one.
There was someone made a second mini bite. Hold on, I'm gonna delete it. Can you see the one the little bite there that's labeled?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got you. Frost Giant, Zilch, Heavy Neck, Little Bite. Sheila, did you add your initiative?
Yeah, I'm not in the turn order and yet.
I got you. You're in it now.
23. I got it.
Got you. You got it? I got you.
JT, make sure you shuffle us around.
I will. I'm just waiting for Etrian, so I don't have to do it twice, but that's fine. I guess I can do it now.
Adrian!
oh no.
I can't believe I
Oh,
didn't think of that.
Oh, no.
That's wonderful.
No.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
This is gonna be terrible for me.
I love it.
I regret everything.
Thank you, Sylvester Stallone.
All right. Is that everybody?
I'm not.
No.
All right. I'm gonna add somebody random for Etrian because apparently
Does he not exist?
it doesn't exist. It's cool. I got it.
What?
You're just gonna have this for now.
No, he's right there.
Where?
Literally right there. I see him. Him and his stupid tattoos.
Oh my god, I didn't even see it.
Yeah, get this Facebook icon off of here.
Yeah.
You can keep me up there if I can.
That's where I want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's fine. I'm just giving you a nameplate so I can actually see where you are and add you to the turn order.
Nice.
What'd you get?
18.
All right, top of the round. Here we go. Sheila's up. First thing, these guys are running at you with hate in their eye.
What?
You didn't even do anything yet.
Yeah, well.
Well, all right. Let's get right into this. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Rage on myself. And then I'm gonna throw up Ancestral Protectors. And
I love when you cast rage.
Dude,
So
just-
good.
50 feet.
55 feet.
5 feet. All right. Well, I'm
Ancestral
gonna-
Protectors is a free action, right? It's your
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do Ancestral Protectors. I'm gonna hold my Rage and just hold an attack.
hold your rage, hold an attack. Are you moving at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think
Go
I'm gonna
good.
go up like halfway to wherever I put my.
Perfect. Zilch, you're up.
I'm gonna cast tongues on myself,
Tongues.
and I'm gonna come up here ish and be like, "Stop! We mean you no harm."
To which one?
To all of them.
You kind of say, all right, that's your turn. You roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, with disadvantage because exhaustion.
Who knew scouting ahead would bite us?
11. Would have been a 19. Fuck.
You kind of shout out at them. It's not that they don't hear you; they hear you. They just look in one path, and they're distance out still. So who knows? Is that was your action?
Yeah,
Say
that was
your
my
bonus action. We'll say it's your bonus action.
Okay. Then as an action, I'm
Wait,
going
no,
to
casting tongues with your action.
Casting tongues was my action. So yes. So I guess I'm done.
Sorry, I didn't even think about that.
And I will back up a little bit.
I heard you. All right, Etrian, you're up.
I'm gonna stay where I am, and I'm gonna hold action. I'm gonna hold Bane if they start coming at us aggressively still and don't want to talk.
All right. Frost Giant number 1. He has anger in his eye. He's headed towards you, and they all have giant great axes swung on their back. They're holding decent armor. It's patchwork, and it has different coverings on them. And they seem intelligent enough. And they, when you yelled at them, he kind of came through. You watch as his steps stutter for a second as the other two, and he kind of thinks for a second and looks at all of you and goes, "Food," points at you.
Oh, boo. No.
And he points at Sheila, and he kind of stops for a second and looks at Sheila for a second.
Well, I know I'm a slab of meat, honey. But you ain't eating me.
All right, that's his turn. He's going to move his whole movement straight up to you. And he's gonna bring back his great
so if
axe,
they-
and he's gonna hear you say that out loud.
Before that, would that trigger my Bane?
He hasn't swung yet.
Well, I said if he's coming towards us still aggressively.
He's in
But-
melee.
Yeah, so I mean, he definitely ran up to you guys. Yeah, I mean, it would trigger your Bane, so you Bane all 3 of them. Saving throws?
Try to charisma 16. Yeah,
Charisma
thought it'd be a safe bet, but we'll see.
19. He succeeds.
Damn.
Number 3,
Bane is so good though.
21.
When it
Natural 20
lands-
succeeds,
No.
and 12.
Hey, I got one. It's the first time it's worked.
Better than nothing.
Nice. I think I can do this, right? Yeah, I'll do this. Anyway, make sure that works. He's baned. He's gonna run up and he's just gonna take a swing and he's gonna look at you for a second. He goes, and only you can hear this, Zilch.
Yep.
He's gonna look and go, "Why shouldn't I kill you?" And he's just not gonna take his eyes off Sheila.
Okay, I will wait till my turn to respond.
Okay.
Unless I can respond now. I don't know.
I mean, is it within 6 seconds? Is it a 1 word or no? Because we're gonna keep an initiative. We'll wait till you come back up. Heavy Neck, it's probably gonna go quick. Heavy Neck, what are you doing?
Hold on. I am going to, with this guy within melee, but fuck, you guys are pretty far away. God damn it. Fuck you guys. I will run up. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Shit, is he within 10? Shit. Is this a stump? Is this stump here? How big is it? Is it big enough for me to hide behind?
What?
This stump right here.
I don't know. You tell me. Roll a stealth check.
Oh, okay. All right. It's because with my situation, I'd rather just run up, slide into the stump, and I will go. It's disadvantage. No, it's disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Great. Still an 18.
Nice.
And what I'm doing is I'm going to bonus action hide, and I will hold the attack action for the next my hook attack action when this ice giant gets within range of my friends again.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Frost Giant 3. He's gonna watch as his buddy yelled this out, and he's gonna kind of scoot to a halt, stop, take 3 steps to the right, and hold his attack as well. Same with Frost Giant 2. I'm gonna say we're out of combat. Unless Little Butt, you want to do something. I'll give you a round because they're stopping. They're not gonna attack. They spread out and they're watching you, but they realize that you just shouted out to them. So they're gonna see what's up.
Then I guess I'll just hold my action until I realize that they're attacking us.
Understood. So we'll get back to it at that point. But we'll say we're out of combat for now. So what do you want to say back to himself as he's looking at you? Holding, I mean, he's got 2 hands on his axe, hold up in the air right now.
I got both hands up, and I'm gonna be like, "There's no reason to kill us. What do you need? Like, what are you looking for? You looking for food? I can give you food. That's not us."
He kind of lowers his axe.
And everyone can just actually no. I'm speaking my own language, so I guess everyone can understand me.
I don't know. I assume everybody can understand what you're saying, but they can't understand what he's saying.
Right.
So you're gonna hear the rest of you are just gonna hear grunts like ooh, grr, grr. But you're gonna kind of hear just what's broken because it doesn't really translate great. Like
Yeah, and it's just Zilch speaking and them grunting in response.
they're kind of hunting. Yeah, he's like hunting party, looking for food.
Look. Okay, perfect. I can get you food. Is that what you want? You want food?
He kind of looks at Sheila.
Not
Sheila,
food.
make a perception check for me real quick.
Boy.
This is Sheila. This is not food.
No, it's not a plaything either.
Come on, Sheila. What do you got?
15.
So Sheila, you kind of know this being close. I don't know. Did he blush as he steps back, puts his axe down, and kind of says, "Oh," and looks at you and grunts to you, Sheila. "Oh," but Zilch, you kind of hear this says, "Sorry," and he's gonna turn around to the other ones and start grunting back to the other 2, and they're not coming over. The 2 of them actually kind of spread out. One of them, this one actually walks straight across the river, wading up to his waist through this lukewarm, and kind of comes up the other side and kind of puts his knee down. And this one comes up over the ridgeline that they came over and turns around, puts his knee down, and the one in front of you kind of turns back to the group. And I mean, who speaks giant?
Sheila does.
I do.
So Sheila, you hear this, all of this.
Yeah, and I'm gonna grunt back and be like, "Oh, it's cool."
Get out of here.
I love it. So he kind of looks and goes, puts his axe down. You mean food? Kind of looks, and like now that you're closer, you realize that these guys seem a little. I mean, they're not skinny, but you know, when you think giants, you think huge.
All right, I'm gonna come up next to
They seem a
Sheila.
little bony.
Zilch is gonna come up right next to Sheila, and is gonna be like, "I'm gonna do magic now. Is that okay? Like, I don't want to like upset anybody.
He kind of like steps back, goes,
surprise
no.
you."
He kind of holds his axe up a little bit and like,
Sheila's gonna grab her hands and interpret and be like, "Dum dum magic."
and roll me a I don't know, charisma check. No, what would it be? General, yeah, give me
Who,
charisma.
me or Sheila?
Sheila, like trying to like persuasion, maybe. Was that a
Oh,
natural
God.
1?
No, I didn't. The roll thing didn't work.
Okay.
I messed up my roll. Let's see what it is. 19.
Kind of like he's in when you say magic, like in his language, it's like you see his fear, but again, when Sheila starts talking to him, he kind of just like you see like a little smile curl, and he's like, "Ugh, okay."
Okay. I'm not. This isn't going to hurt you. I promise. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay. And I cast Create Food and Water.
As this just kind of dumps out. So you do the food, right? Because there's no
Yep.
container to put the water in. So the food kind of like dumps out, and it's like it kind of comes out as like loaves of stale bread and dried meats. It's like a very blah
Like
soy,
charcuterie.
if you will.
Shout out to a parent.
and kind of comes out and he watches they both he steps back, goes, kind of points to himself.
Yeah, that's for you. You have to eat it today though. It only lasts for a
He
day.
kind of looks left, he kind of looks right to the other two and takes like a big pile of shit and just like stuffs it in his sack, and he goes,
Yeah, you can't keep that forever. It only lasts for a day, so make sure you eat it.
he like kind of looks at you with this like just blank stare, like, food.
So dumb.
Today, food today.
Okay.
Sheila will
Yeah.
interpret again. Nom nom. Now.
Okay. I love it. He kind of like looks. He shouts over to the one that's next to him on this side of the river, and he kind of comes up, and together they kind of like bundle this into a sack or whatever, and tie it up, throw it over his shoulder. He kind of takes a load of it, kind of walks back over, and he goes, "Goodbye, safe travels," and kind of like starts to walk away with the rest of them.
Nice.
You're gonna be
So
so
we're
mad
not
tomorrow.
eating them, right?
What? And he kind of looks back. He goes, "What are you? What here for?" And looks at you, Zilch, or you, Sheila, actually.
Don't ask him about a tower. Or Sheila, ask him about the tower.
Structure.
Kind of like gestures back. Structure, ours.
Ours.
Tall tower, tall structure.
The tall tower.
Heavy Nick, what are we looking for?
A tall tower.
No, but like why? Maybe
There's a guy in it.
what guy?
Man named, what's his name?
I turn around just like mind blown. I'm
Right.
just like, man.
I'm just gonna look that. I'm gonna look that.
And you watch it, it's like just confusion kind of settles over their face.
It's Loradis, right?
Me too.
Loradis, yes.
Loradis.
I'm gonna
Also
look at
confused.
Heavy Neck. They're definitely not gonna know this guy's name, so I'm just gonna talk as
Okay.
plainly as we can. Oh man, tower.
And he kind
Where?
of shakes his head and goes, "Us and monsters, no man.
What monsters?
Oh, hunting, food."
They don't have a word for it.
And he kind of like describes, and he says a word, and it kind of like, it's weird. It resonates as hot snake almost.
Hot
Oh no.
snake.
I'm just gonna be like, guys, my giant's a little old.
There's
I think
so
he's
much
saying
in
hot
that.
snake.
Like a
Still
spicy
hitting on
snake?
Sheila.
Be safe, no man, wrong
Wait,
island.
saying that he
He
has a
kinda
hot
says-
steak for you?
Sheila, I don't know if he's talking about a monster.
Yeah, I think it's a dick joke.
Is he about? Oh,
Take care,
Sir.
wrong island.
sir, we
No
need
man.
to find this place.
I've heard, last humans, wrong island, due south, straight from here. Tower, man, magic,
Well, guys, I hope
South.
you plan on
south.
I hope you
Leave
guys-
leave island south.
South, man, magic. We don't go near. We establish here. Warmth. And he kind of points to like the top. You guys kind of see like a little black smoke coming off of what is probably a volcano.
Oh.
Not bad.
Okay.
Well,
Uh,
who
Told you the
knew
water was warm.
volcanoes existed in snow areas.
I just thought it was Sheila piss.
I just do finger guns and I go, word.
So it's
Safe
got this-
travels. And he kind of grunts out to number 3, some name and a common name like Jeff, but whatever that is in giant. And he
I
turns
appreciate
around
that.
and he kind of crosses back over and goes, "Safe travels. Thanks, food. Due south."
Eat soon.
And he
Thank
kind of
you.
looks at you, Sheila, and gives a big wink.
Sheila does num num, wink wink.
Ooh, kind of raises his eyebrows and turns around. They start walking away back the way they came.
Sheila, you could like stay here if you want. Like we could circle around the island a couple times.
Sheila can literally stay wherever she wants because literally, who hasn't
Look
hit
at
on
her.
me yet?
That guy, obviously.
Yeah, in half of our ship and pretty much everyone. What can I say? I got it going on.
That's true. Yes, you definitely do.
Yeah, you have options. Really, I mean that's how it works here.
Your hair looks great today, by the way.
She looks flush, no?
As
Oh,
you
like
guys are
gl-
talking,
you're like glowing.
Yeah. Girl.
and your
Oh.
giant friends start coming around. Who has the highest passive perception? Who was it? Zopes, I think it's you.
Mine's 15. I think Sheila's is also 15.
I don't
Mine's
know.
It is.
18.
Mine's 15.
Ground below you starts
Mine's
to shake a
15.
little bit.
Mine is 18 if that helps.
18, yeah, you feel too, just little
I was gonna say, I
vibrations
have a
below you.
passive perception of 20.
Oh, then you
shit.
definitely you catch this before the rest of them. Sorry, little bite, my fault.
The
So like
ears-
you feel it in your paws, like it starts. It's almost like a vibration, like a purr.
Guys,
Yeah.
do you feel that? And
Out of
gonna,
the
like, put
ground.
I'm gonna like put all of my paws
No.
on the ground.
Is
and be
that a
like,
stampede?
Do you guys feel that?
No.
Yeah.
That's not magic. Is
What
it
you want
magic? The ground is shaking.
Cracks start to form underneath your feet a little bit.
Wait a
Hear
minute.
that?
I'm gonna
Ooh,
move.
go.
Out of the
I'm gonna
ground
get
erupts a
out of the area.
giant winged
Yeah.
multi-leg creature shooting steam and rocks and fire, cascading out of the ground, a giant worm-like creature.
What?
As it roars out
Fuck.
to all of you. We're gonna take a break right there, I think.
What?
Ah.
What?
Is it a purple orb?
It's a Remoraz.
Oh,
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds
Ooh.
dangerous.
It's
and
fun
I'm
as
way too
fuck.
close.
Dude, yeah, Romarizes are fun. They're one of my favorites.
I'm excited. I don't know. I
am
think we're ready to
way
peace.
too close.
Ooh,
Love
this is gonna be
that.
fun. I can't wait, man. I've always wanted to run one of these. And it's like I was looking at like monsters for like frozen islands with frost shadows. I was like, ooh.
Real fun. They're real
Anyway,
fun.
catch us back here in like 5 minutes. Maybe 10. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Got
welcome
busy.
back. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for letting us take a break. And I think we're gonna jump right back in it. So as this giant spiked wing, AJ, you got something to show can you throw it up just so people can see what
Hold
that
on,
was? Comes out of the ground, covered in blue black, screaming some scream that just pierces everybody's
Yeah, that's nasty
eyes
looking.
and ears.
This
No
is fun.
thanks.
That's awesome.
We're gonna go into initiative. Heavy Neck, you're up.
All right, so I am going to run away. But in my retreat, I would like to, because I'm aiming to get right behind that tree. Right when I get to when I get to about here, I'd like to start. I'm like preloading my chain, so I'm swinging it around, and I just like to swing it back in a fadeaway to try and, if I get here, can I get flanking with Little Bite?
Where are you getting?
Well, I mean, like, do I have flanking from here with Little Bite?
You'd have to move a little bit, just a
I'm
hair to
attacking
your
with
right.
I'm attacking with my chain
So you'd have to move to like right here.
to get flanking.
Yeah.
So here wouldn't be the same.
No, it's got to be opposite. It's like they're turning around. That's the whole point of flanking.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna attack it then. Okay.
You're not
So-
over
You
here,
get
so just
advantage.
straight
I'm gonna
roll.
do- Yeah. No, I'm not getting that close. You kidding me, bro? Get out of here. I have my chain. It's got 10. I got 10-foot reach.
Well, you can do it over here, 10-foot reach if you
I
wanted to
can't-
do
yeah,
that.
but I can't get there with my speed. So put me back.
Got these
I-
little legs.
He's a little
Yeah.
guy.
I'm just
fol-
little.
I'm following. I'm following.
All right.
Baby
so-
legs.
Yeah. Yeah, little baby legs. So I'm gonna go fade away, attack with my hook with I believe is it attack rolls is a different level of exhaustion. Am I correct?
Yes, just ability checks,
Okay, cool. So at least I don't can
which
just-
also includes dexterity or initiative.
Oh, all right. Well, that's
Should be
Don't
on
worry about it.
reroll.
We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Alright.
I rolled the same. I really
moving-
literally
we're moving on, we're moving on.
So suck it. All right. Yeah, so Goldie is going to attack for 21.
21 hits.
All right. So unfortunately,
God, thank
because,
God.
Hold on. I want to make sure. Unfortunately, Little Bite is cutting off my sneak attack, so it's just 1d4
Wait, why am I cutting off your sneak attack?
because I don't have advantage and you're within 5 feet of it, and I don't
Does
have
that
flank.
mean you get speed attack? Like because I'm in.
You're
danger
within
of
5
attack?
feet, so you negate it. I only get my sneak attack if it's me, if it's mano a mano.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So unfortunately, it's just this plus that. So takes 5 points of slashing damage. Suck on that, you big piece of fucking worm. And I'm going to run behind this tree and bonus action hide.
Okay.
And that's it.
Roll stealth check,
I will.
and that's your turn because you have mobile.
16. Oh, I was 10. Does he have 10-foot reach?
He does have 10-foot reach,
Oh yeah, with his tail. Yeah, true.
but your its bite is 10-foot.
That's fine. Yeah, I have built-in mobile.
Yep,
so-
mobile, so no big deal. Yeah, that's Triad. You're up.
Hey, just a heads up, you actually do have sneak attack.
What?
Yeah.
How do I get that?
Okay.
In the definition of sneak attack, you don't need advantage on the attack roll if
No
another
other
enemy of the target
creature.
is within 5 feet
Within
of
5
it.
feet, of course.
No other
That
creatures
I should
enemy is
know that. I play a
incapacitated and
rogue.
You don't have a disadvantage on the attack roll.
Yeah,
I thought- so
if you don't have disadvantage, you don't get advantage, but you still get sneak attack. That's on me. I'm sorry.
No, I should know my class too. So no other creatures. Yeah, I just didn't understand. I wasn't reading it.
I thought it
correctly.
was.
Oh,
a
your
class
sneak attack
feature.
damage, bro.
Yeah.
66, right?
No, it's 5. I wish.
I love sneak attack.
Yeah.
Also, same. I love sneak attack.
Wait, it's
never
not.
use it
Also,
right,
same.
but-
I love sneak attack.
My other character's a rogue.
I'm gonna get that bumper sticker.
Yeah.
18, 18 points of sneak attack damage.
18 more. Beautiful.
You know what it is, AJ? No other creatures can be within 5 feet of you
also
Oh, me? Oh, okay. I was
to
thinking-
get rakish audacity.
Ooh,
yeah,
you were
exact- I was thinking it was the person I was attacking.
you were quite specifically 10 feet away from this creature.
Yeah, but I just didn't. Yeah, fair enough. Thank you, Aaron.
All right, Etrian.
going
was
to try to hit him with Bane. It's
Save and throw, right? Charisma?
Yeah, Constitution 16.
Con save. Oh, he has got a good.
Ah, I knew it.
Yeah, it's a pretty hardy creature.
But I rolled a 12.
Yeah.
All right.
He's
So-
Bane. Minus default or build saves.
No,
attack
this
rolls and
was
saving throws.
This is
no,
blight.
this blight
Oh, what's that? Oh, shit.
different. So just 30 necrotic damage.
Ooh. Nice.
I panicked. I like nature, but that thing is ugly.
30?
That thing
Yep.
is nature.
190. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Is that your
And
turn?
then now I'm going to use some movement to just back up, so I'm not right there.
He's
for
going to
right
take
now.
an attack of opportunity against you because he has
From
10
way out
foot
here?
reach. 10 foot reach.
Oh, how close am I to him?
10 foot.
Oh, I thought it was 15. All right, that's fine.
If anything, I'd even say 5. As you
Alright.
back up,
5, I'm way too close.
as you back up, he's gonna take it. Ooh. I'm excited. 13 to
I'm
hit. God
not.
damn it! I
Nope,
rolled a 2.
miss. What?
All right, that's his
I'm
turn.
sorry, you have a
You just-
plus
You
11.
see, you
Yeah,
rolled a
it's a
2.
giant
Wow.
fucking centipede.
Hi, can we run?
It's
Thanks.
a
Alright.
cobra centipede.
I yell
Okay.
out, "Do we want to run or are we staying?" And then I just kind of stand there and wait to see what's going on.
If we could run, we should.
Wait, did you stay 10 feet within, or did you go farther than 10 feet?
I moved to where I am now, from right in front of.
So I would
Zelda
say
thing.
you're still within 10 feet of him.
Oh, how much is each of these squares? That's what I was.
5.
They're 5.
Uh,
So
then I would have moved back more because I was trying to
He's,
get out of
he
reach
is
of it.
a huge monstrosity. So he's a
Ah.
big creature. That's why he's taking up all those squares. So if you so you would have left his melee because he has a 10 foot reach. So
Okay.
things
yeah, I
played
would've
as they
gotten back
do.
from where I can.
Is that your turn? Moving on to Zilch.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna go right up to this side, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a two-handed quarterstaff attack.
you're gonna whack the big cobra-looking centipede with a stick.
Sure am,
He's a monk. Let him do it.
with
God, we're gonna
advantage,
die. We're gonna die.
and that is
16 misses.
16 misses. Okay, and hold on one second. Okay, I can't do that unless I actually hit. All right, and I'm going to use a key point to use Step of the Wind and get the fuck out of there.
Smart.
Oh, okay.
Not a bad idea.
You're gonna use Step of the Wind.
Yep. 5,
Get out of there.
10, 15, 20. What did I use? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Bye.
All right. Is that your turn?
Just fucking do like a.
Bye-bye.
off.
Okay. So you're gonna watch as Little Bite basically just open.
Wait, is
up.
Blight an attack roll?
Blight is not. It's a spell.
No, it's just a spell.
But is it touch?
Save. You made a
No,
save.
not save. It's 120.
120 foot
It's-
range.
Yeah, they have to make a save against it. It's not an
Yeah,
attack
it's
roll.
not an attack. It's not. Yeah, he.
But did you
doesn't-
have to touch the target?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Go ahead, low bite. Sorry.
You're
Oh,
fine.
I know what he's doing.
I guess Little Bite's just gonna stare up at it and like reach behind her and slam down into the ground. And as she like swings her arm down, she's gonna manifest her warhammer. And as she slams down into the ground, I'm gonna cast Hexblade's Curse on the target. So the like reverberation of her hitting the ground is gonna ricochet into the creature and sort
love
of like
it.
crackle the red energy up around it.
You watch as it just
And-
screams out, "Rah!" and with the pain in the distance.
And we're gonna take a swing at it. We're gonna see
Roll an
what
attack roll.
That's a 9.
That misses.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with that for now because I don't know what this looks like yet. So
Is that your turn?
yep, because that's my bonus action and my action, and I'm afraid to run. So
Oh,
Sheila, well, he already used his reaction to try to bite Etrian. So you could
oh,
run away
that's
without
right.
so you could run away without getting hit. if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
we're gonna do that. We're
Okay. Just a
we're
reminder.
going over here.
Thank you, DM.
I didn't realize that was a reaction. I wasn't paying attention. So
No problem. Yeah, anytime you take an attack or opportunity, it takes your reaction. Cool. So you get as you run away, as it's but it does turn around and look at you as you run away after the curse you put on it. Though.
that's fine.
Sheila, you're up.
All right, Sheila is gonna see this oversized fish bait, and she's gonna pull her sword out and enter into a rage and screaming giant that, and everyone's not gonna know what it means.
Well, Tongues is still up in Zilch, so
Yeah.
So
And
what
as
is?
what did I say?
Yeah, because Zilch heard you.
I said,
Wait, no, is Tongues concentration?
Tongues is concentration. Yeah.
Did you
Wait,
cast
no,
any-
is it? Is it? No, I don't think it is actually.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he would have heard you.
And it lasts for an hour.
Definitely within that time frame.
Anyway, you brought up.
said I yelled, I know giant noodles longer than you. And then she does that, she doesn't cast the ancestor protectors.
Vicious
Like,
mockery.
Yeah.
Wait, she multi-classed?
How long does
Yeah.
how long does ancestral protectors last?
It is something.
It's something. It's,
You
I
only
don't-
get one a day.
No, it's like something that she can just do.
Yeah, it's something I could just do.
Okay, so you don't cast it, but you go into a rage. You take an attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna take both my attacks. So
Look, it's
You get two attacks, right? For the
So,
attack.
yeah, you know, I'm gonna go reckless. So,
All right.
8, 22, and 25.
All he has
22 and 25 both hit.
JT. All he has to do is hit a creature with an attack, and this takes effect. There's no like once per day or short rest.
So he
day.
doesn't have a choice. He just has it as soon as he hits them.
No, he can choose to not do it, but like he
Has to
can-
hit first.
Yeah, he just has to make contact first.
Understood.
Yeah. So both of those hit, and then
Mark this page,
all right,
yeah.
let's do my damage for my sword.
Say that again. Sorry.
I said both of those hit, and now I'm gonna do my damage for my great sword, and that is
So those are
16.
both that hit, right? So
Yeah, 16 and 14, so that's 30 damage.
3 damage, and you take. Hold on. Ooh, 20 fire damage as you tear into this with your greatsword, slashing the reverberating of this heat that encompasses the inside that makes this thing able to survive in these clients blasts back at you, and you just get cascaded with just almost liquid hot magma as it breaks through its skin as you hit it. You do your damage. How much was it? 30
There's
altogether?
30. Yeah.
But you also take 20 damage from the heat as well.
What?
There's liquid hot magma around it.
Magma.
And Sheila's hair is all gonna be singed and shit. And she's gonna look back and be like, Zilch, I just did this.
Double rage.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's fire damage, right?
It's
Yeah, so
3d6. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I never got to do that much damage, so
It was 66 because you get hit him twice, right? 3d6 each hit. So
yeah. So twice.
is that anything else you want to do? That's your turn. That's your action. Are you staying there?
Damn, there's not even a save. That's wild.
Are you staying there?
I'll back up a little bit.
It's like, dude, but think about it. For
Within
like,
10 feet? Are you-
for her path of barbarian, that's all she's got. Like, that's the only unique thing that she gets.
Yeah.
So the Remoraz this turn, it's going to look at you, Sheila, after it's slashing into it, and it's going to scream out, and it's going to use its bite attack against you. I rolled a natural 1.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He
All
bites
right.
his tongue.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is that's its turn. Back to Heavy Neck, top of the round.
All right. Sheila is not within melee, right?
Sheila is within melee still, yes.
All right, but I feel fairly hidden, right?
You're hidden, yes.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna run out, swinging my chain, and then I am just gonna make an attack. Disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Oh no, yeah, sorry. I keep thinking that I'm more exhausted than I am.
It's advantage because you're flanking.
It's advantage because you're flanking.
Yeah.
23 hits.
No, but it's a regular roll because I'm exhausted.
Exhausted doesn't have anything to do with attack rolls.
It
Just ability checks.
sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking. 23 hits.
23 hits.
8 plus why is it not doing that?
Oh, it had advantage on its attack against you, Sheila.
So it's gonna take a total of 32 points of slashing and sneak
Oof.
attack damage.
It's starting to look bloodied.
So-
Sheila, it had an advantage on its attack against you, so I'm going to roll one more time because you went reckless against it.
Sure.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
So
That's
um,
bad.
that's bad. I don't even know what that means, but that's
you were grappled, and you take 44 piercing damage, half to 22.
It's only a chip nail on me.
And 10 fire damage. And you are grappled in its mouth. And you were restrained. And then you went and attacked it.
Yeah,
Heavy neck.
I did 32 points of damage.
32. Okay. Is that your turn?
And I'm running back.
We're gonna put you right here because you're in its mouth.
And then I'm gonna bonus action hide again.
Sheila.
She's there with it.
She
I
got
can't-
you.
Literally grappled.
I can't
Can
separate it.
just make her out underneath the ear. Is
we
that just more of its teeth?
We'll do that later. Okay. Etrian, you're up.
I'm gonna see him bleed actual fire and lava, and then cast.
Did you hit a
polymorph.
heavy neck with an attack within 5 feet? No, you didn't. You're 10 feet away. You specifically 10 feet away.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. So you're gonna hit him at Cheering.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit him with polymorph, which is a wisdom 16 save, and turn him into a snow rabbit or something that can survive up here, and not take damage the minute it
Here we
turns
go.
into something else.
I rolled a 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
wow.
There we
So
go.
as you're getting grappled and Chile in the mouth of this thing, you're feeling the heat as the tongue lashes out, throwing you in the air, screaming out. It's thump. You fall 5 feet to the ground into the ice. Oof, Sheila, as this thing just starts looking around. What is it again?
Like a rabbit. If there's a certain kind of rabbit that can survive up here, I just want to be specific so it doesn't just take cold
Okay.
damage or something, and then turn back into a giant worm.
Understood. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna move up a little bit and just see what everybody else wants to do now. We can gang up on it or leave. We got about an hour.
Whose turn is it up? Zilch, you're up next. What do you want to do?
Just don't hit it yet.
I'm just gonna look at Etrian and be like, "That was fucking rad." Yeah, cool. Let's leave now. I don't ever want to see this thing ever the fuck again. Fuck this.
Are
Come
you-
on, I was
is that
just
your
getting
turn?
started.
Are you taking any actions?
Yeah, I don't think I'm taking any actions. I am just like, fuck that. Goodbye. Time to
Okay.
go.
So you start walking away. Little but you're up.
Yeah,
I
I'm-
am.
I don't know which
running for
direction
the
is
group.
away, but I'm going.
I'm literally full on dead fucking sprint to the group. So we're running around. I'm gonna visible this. We're going this way. We're going around town.
Right. You run around it.
Town.
Don't
Yep.
step on
Your
him.
dash action to get over there.
Yep.
Sheila, you're up. What do you want to do? You're still raging right next to it on the ground. You see this thing in front of you. This rabbit has just turned to nothing as you just fell out of its mouth.
I am gonna turn around and give it the middle finger and then run.
All right. Remember, as a turn, he is going to sprint after you.
Angrily, he's gonna hop at us.
Rabbits are quick,
Hmm.
so he keeps up, no problem, running after you as you guys start running down this path. So I mean, we'll get out of combat. I don't need to take your turns as you guys run. You guys kind of start realizing, let's go. This thing's just like trying to attack you. It's like trying to bite your legs. It's gonna roll an attack. I mean, what's a rabbit's to hit? 2 maybe? No. 19. It like bites your leg, heavy neck. You're like, you get a point of
Try and
pierce.
grab it so I can like strap it to a tree.
Roll it. Make a grapple check.
If it tries to bite my leg, I'm gonna try and grapple it.
All right, make a grapple check. It's gonna make an athletics check. What's the rabbit's dex? 0? I'm assuming 0, maybe 1.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh wait, no, sorry, hold on.
No, you rolled athletics. You're fine.
No,
So it's
no. This is an ability check. I am supposed to roll this at disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Wow.
That's-
Even
that's
with
a-
a 1, you still did better because you rolled a 6.
What?
There's no failing
Plus
ability
9.
checks. You
No,
just take it.
so I'll say this: you guys watch as Heavy Neck trips on his own boot, but then somehow the rabbit jumps up and he just goes, grabs it right in front of him. And he's like, "Yo, all right, get some fucking rope. We're gonna strap it to a fucking tree and leave it."
Gonna make a little leash and then tie it to a tree and then we'll go.
Yeah, so Heavy Neck's gonna hold it down while we.
It's gonna try to break out.
That's fine.
Grab by its paws.
I rolled a 5. You
All
just
right.
kind of keep holding it.
All right. So then the second that it's like somewhat secure, let's go.
So who's tying it to the tree?
Heavy
Would
Neck.
that be animal handling?
You're holding it.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
holding.
I would say it's survival or dexterity for not tying, maybe.
Survival would work for me,
Roll a survival check. See how well you tie this thing to a tree.
but I got to do it twice, right? Because that's an ability check and I'm exhausted.
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
An 11. I mean, it seems tied to this tree.
All right, it should be
Time-
fine.
Time
We're
to
fine, good.
go.
Yeah, let's go right now.
All right. So you guys start running back, headed back to the ship. The group of you jog in, taking your dash actions. It's not too far, and you know the way now. It's not too slippery with the fog kind of clearing path. So you guys can make your way down, no problem. Yeah, you get to the ship, you break out onto the ice.
As we're running, can Heavy Neck be going, I don't know who turned it into a rabbit, but that was brilliant. Like as we're still like just booking it down to wherever like the sheets of ice are where the boat is.
You guys kind of hit the ice and slide a little bit. You kind of two of you kind of stumble. You kind of see, and like it's a pretty long sheet of ice to where this little cove was that you kind of docked the ship and where you tied it up. And you guys get 100 yards out and you realize that there's a rabbit 200 yards behind you,
Damn it.
sprinting across this ice.
Wait, blast it! Sink it into the water. I don't know if it can
Um,
swim.
Yeah, but if we do any damage to it, it's gonna turn back into the worm.
I don't want it to drown.
Yeah.
So as you guys are kind of running, you make it up. I mean, it's 200 yards. I mean, who's untying the boat?
Heavy Neck will go just slide right in and try and do that real quick.
All right, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
What?
see.
Okay.
Yeah, little bite.
I would like to stand in front of the group and I'm just gonna be like, get the boat in the water. Just slam my
I'm
hammer.
fucking going.
I'm gonna
22, the
slam my
boat
hammer into
comes
the
off
ground,
and you
yeah.
kind of stand there. I mean, this thing is gaining on you guys.
That's
You
fine.
all
3
start.
seconds. You're welcome.
I want to make sure that I'm 30 feet from the boat before I turn around.
Ye-
And then like within, I would say 25 feet. That way I
So,
can back up a little bit.
It's cruising, and you see this little
Yeah.
white speck running, and you hear it behind you. Everybody's like clattering into the boat. Sheila's stepping over the edge, trying not to get her hair wet. And yeah, okay, so they're pretty much in the boat.
I want to keep backing up as the boat is moving away from the shore.
Yep.
and I wanna
Okay, so like
stay on the
you're kind of
ground.
like starting to back up. The boat's. I mean, you all see her just still standing on the ice. Do you
Yep.
guys let her go?
What?
What are you doing? Get over
Are you
here.
coming?
Boat in the water! Get it in
It's
the
in the
water!
water.
Go.
It's,
It is
she's
time to go. Let's
nobly
go.
Are
sacrificing
you
herself.
coming?
I'll be right there.
You know, this would be a good time to get rid of it.
Oh my god, these tabaxi. I mean, like, why do we do this?
I don't know. Just
We have
keep,
another one.
just keep fucking paddling. We need to
So
get
they
to
start
the
rolling
bottom.
away as you're kind of just standing on the edge of the ice. This rabbit, it's just,
Go. Heavy
have
Neck,
a
are you following
tabaxi
her
at
orders
home.
now?
what are you doing?
If it comes at me, obviously I'm gonna hit it.
Oh, it's coming right at
That's
you.
fine.
Oh god.
It as it leaps up out of the off the ground. I mean, they've made it, maybe 60, 70 feet offshore at this point, starting to row out. And this thing gonna jump out of nowhere.
Not
I
even
was gonna
70 feet. Jesus Christ! How?
the boat. That rabbit was far away.
Damn it! All right.
It was like, well, we'll call it 30 to 40 feet.
Okay, 30 to 40 feet. Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
30
as
to
soon
40.
As I realize that they're just out of my range.
And this thing
then-
is in the air about to jump at you.
Yep. Then I would like to take the dodge action, and I would like to jump in the water until I'm 30 feet away, and I would like to misty step onto the boat.
You don't even have to get in the water. Your back foot kind of slips off the edge of the ice. You go, "Are you close?" You kind of just blink,
Yeah.
and it just kind of slides, and you hear it splash right into the water you watch as this cold, and as it's in the water, the cold suddenly causes it just enough damage to you watch as suddenly this thrashing entity is just in this cold water, scraping on the ice, trying to make its way back up, can't burrow through it, and you guys kind of are just rowing away as this thing. It's like,
Can we fire on it with the cannons?
We don't have cannons.
It's a
Oh.
rowboat.
Oh,
From
yeah,
from
forgot we
over
were
the
going
back
the
of your
other way, yeah.
head,
Wish.
from over the back of your head, you watch as two cannonballs off of the ship thum, thum,
Yeah.
splash on the ice and break part of it as this thing sinks slowly underwater.
I want to
How
land
fa-
on the
how
boat.
far
and
is it
just
from
be
us?
like-
Okay.
Oh, it's probably at this point maybe 70, 80 feet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So Heavy Neck is about to go see if Little Bite's okay, and then hears the cannons go off and go. We had fucking gunpowder on the ship.
You
as
knew
they
that.
crash as
Yeah,
they
there's a reason we
crash
don't
into
tell
the
you
ice.
these things.
But yeah, that's it. As he turns to go, are you all right?
That was
incre-
awesome.
That was incredibly stupid.
That was
but-
exciting.
I know that was so exciting though. Did you see how fast that rabbit was running at me?
What the? Oh, besides
I'm
the
sorry.
rabbit, what
I
was that
panicked
thing?
and I couldn't think of what thing would be slow and not die in the cold. I was gonna do turtle, but I don't know. I should
That's-
know these
no.
things.
Turtle would be good. Yeah, next time maybe
That's
turtle.
right. The
I
fact
should know
that-
if it would take cold damage. I'm a terrible drill.
No, it doesn't matter. Etrin, that was amazing.
Earning my keep.
I loved it. That was one of the best encounters I've ever had.
I wasn't gonna. I felt a little bad because you said you were really excited to run one. But
No, that was perfect. Are you kidding me?
That's how you deal with it if you have polymorph plant.
I love it. No,
that's why
perfect.
I keep it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right.
Perfect. So you guys make your way, you get to the rope. I mean, the ice covered steel, cloth leather round chain that they come up the side as they hook the boat up to the cranks. You hear it start coming up. Talon's on the ship. He kind of walks up to you guys. So what the fuck was that?
That was a
What do
big
you mean?
nasty.
Well, it looks like it sunk to the bottom of the fucking cove. So I say we get out of here. Did you find what you're looking for?
No, we didn't.
Found another
But
clue.
We do know where we need to go. We need to go further south. This is the wrong island.
South. Is there anything else south? It's gonna be hard to get through the ice.
Well, we go.
I mean, I could blast it.
But
Okay.
speaking of blasts,
Yeah,
Talon,
she can blast it.
I could blast it.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on.
yes,
Come on, let me blast
Captain.
it.
Talon, when were you gonna tell me that we had gunpowder on the ship?
We've been kind of working out the details. I didn't want to tell you till we were certain.
What do you mean, certain?
Well,
What do you mean?
Cam, we have cannons.
And who is we?
You watch
Did
as
Ab-
Max
did-
sticks
did
his
Ab
head
know
over
about
the
this?
corner and go, hello.
First off, I'm not mad. I'm just fucking disappointed. Second, I need to know exactly how much we have and how much actual firepower that this ship can take.
Well, that's all we could find for cannons for now, but
I don't
I'll keep you
believe you.
po- He kind of starts out and turns around. He goes, "I'll get back to you." And starts heading downstairs.
There you will. All right. So, little boy, I am promoting you to primary front gunner.
That's
That's
terrifying.
amazing.
So Heavy Neck's gonna walk you and go, all right, so here's what you're gonna do. As we travel, you are in charge of blasting all the ice.
I
in
get to
front
put
of us."
holes in things.
Exactly. That's
This
it. Make
is awesome. This is the
make
best
it
job I've
Swiss
ever had.
cheese. That's what
That
you
sounds
you are promoted, and we salute like this.
Yes.
Little bit. I have a question, by the way.
Yes. What's up?
Where did that hammer come from?
Oh, and I'm gonna like look like I'm confused on where it went. Oh, I can just sort of, it just if I need it, it's there, and I just sort of, pull it out of the, I I pull it out of the magic place.
Who'd you promise?
Magic place.
Yeah.
Okay, the mat.
I don't really
Gotcha.
remember where I picked it up. It happened when I was messing around with some of the darker magics that
So who's
there
your
was
boss?
this book.
Was
there
it like a
book that I
god?
read.
Did a god give you that?
I think so because part of the whole thing is like, I don't know, I've talked to a lot of gods. I've died a lot, and
So it's divine
just,
magic. Awesome.
I don't really think that's it. But
Zilch,
I mean,
you naive little flower.
the magic doesn't really feel divine if you can tell by the fact that it's sort of turning my fur black. But
Oh, I thought you
it
just
could be divine.
okay. I mean, no judgment.
I was gonna ask who's your boss.
Just let that little bit slip.
I don't know who my boss is.
Who do you,
Heavy Neck's your boss.
who do you
Well,
talk
yeah,
to?
he's my boss now, but
No, I've met a warlock before. He had a boss.
Wait, a
They-
what?
a what?
A warlock. That's what you are.
That's what I am? Is that why I can do this and I'm gonna manifest the hammer and like slam it into the ship?
Yeah.
He cracks the wood and the deck
I'm
gets
sorry, I'll
broken
fix
a little
it, I'll
bit. It's
fix
like
it, I'll fix it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I just
Now,
I cast mending.
thank
and
you,
it
sir.
just
For the perfect
back
team.
into place.
disappears.
The only reason I know that is because I ran with someone who was and had similar powers as you,
Mm.
little bite.
Oh,
He had a boss, and it wasn't always the most, I don't want to, beneficial relationship for us. Is that how it goes with
Yeah.
you?
well, I wouldn't really call
Colin,
it
we
beneficial.
are moving, right?
We're
Aye, aye, Captain.
about-
I am moving.
Okay, good.
Now.
And you watch as the cells. The cells have been on front. He's been working on you guys have been on deck for as soon as you came up and he saw that shit. Like the cells were already getting unfurled when you guys were getting up. Like
Okay,
at
good.
this point, he's like already navigated his way past this ice sheet that you guys came into. And are you headed pretty much around the island to make due south? What?
I was just making sure we're moving while we're having the conversation.
Absolutely. Yep. You're moving.
So as soon as Heavy Neck starts talking about warlocks, Zilch is just gonna immediately just start thinking about things in his past. And he's just gonna be like,
Woo.
"Oh, shit."
Yeah, so I read this book once, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden I sort of like, I don't know, I read a lot of books, and I read a lot of books I probably shouldn't, and sometimes I learn some stuff, and sometimes I end up getting hurt really bad. But like it's just a matter of finding some cool powers and stuff. And then I ended up in this lap of this being, and I don't know who it was or what it was, but I did
That's
die in the
awesome.
process. And then I came back, and I don't know why, and suddenly I could do all this cool stuff.
You don't like serve a demon, do you?
But you
mean-
died. You hear it from your Talon behind you.
So
Which
Tabaxi have 9 lives
time?
too?
Which time do you want to know about? I don't know. Like
Okay, never mind. He kind of goes back to steering the ship.
yeah, so like I don't actually know who it is, but sometimes they talk to me and sometimes they're really nice and sometimes they're really mean. So like I don't know.
Do I have to worry about the voices in your head?
Just be careful
you
with
don't
that.
have to hear them.
No, but are they gonna make you do something that I don't like? Like-
Nothing.
Set fire to the ship.
No, why would they do that?
Because I ran with a guy Who would
Oh,
really
alright,
like to set
alright.
things on fire?
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't see why. I mean, from what I can tell, that whoever is connected to this, all of this, needs me alive. So that seems to be a thing. And if the ship burns while it's in the water and I drown, I guess that goes against their whole thing.
Okay,
So
so as she's giving me this explanation, Heavy Neck is going to shoot a very deliberate look at Zilch and Sheila. And then back to Little Bite.
I mean, no, I mean, there's really no problem. I mean, I do whatever I want, and nobody can make me do anything. So
Okay, just like
I don't plan on setting fire to anything.
just
presently.
just
Good.
like in general point of, I guess, maybe wisdom or experience. Just be careful with that.
Be careful with what?
Uh, I recognize the irony of this coming from somebody who looks like me. Be careful with demons.
But there's so much power in demons. I like
Yeah.
power.
That there is.
I like power. It's
Look at
like
me
really
and my
cool,
hair
man.
and how
Like,
singed it
know.
is from the fire. Why would you want to be singed
mean,
again?
I just,
Sheila,
like,
come here, and I cast mending on Sheila's hair.
Nice.
I don't know. I just
No,
want to
would
learn.
that work? Is that more
cool magics
prestidigitation?
and stuff.
Anyway, I'll let it go.
He's mending the burnt ends.
We've already established that this is how I do Sheila makeovers.
Understood.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I don't know. I really, I don't know. I think magic is really cool, and I want to learn all sorts of magic. And sometimes the cool magics are really dark. So I want to be a cool magic user.
Well, that's super. I just hope that it doesn't come back and kill us.
Look, just if you could, and I know this is asking a lot, could you be a little bit transparent with us? If things are getting weird.
I mean,
Because
are you
if
guys
this-
going to be transparent with me if things get weird with you?
Obviously, I ask that of all my crew, but
Oh, okay.
you have to give me this. I have run because of my history. I have to make sure of someone who is beholden to somebody else. I have to make extra sure.
Zilch is beholden to somebody.
Yeah, I was
Someone
about to
of
say that.
peace. His God preaches peace, tolerance, and love.
And if my
Well, no,
God was the
technically it's
god of
just peace
food
and serenity.
wine-
It's not tolerance or love.
Okay, so peace and serenity. That's
Yeah.
fucking brilliant. Like,
I mean, my god could be the god of wine and food.
I mean, that would be
It's-
great, but
I can
until-
still kill people, and then as long as the end result is, peace.
I mean, that's I
We are
like
getting
that.
into
See,
a
that
very,
could be
very-
my god.
You unpack that?
Yeah.
conversation.
You ever
That
see
could
that
be
thing
my
I
god.
can do where I like punch people and then they just kind of wither away into like nothing?
Yeah,
Mhm.
see, I
See,
like that magic.
that results in peace for everyone else and serenity for me.
So I
Okay.
just want serenity for this ship, and I
Gotcha.
and I
And
promise.
that is why we all pray to Eldath every night, as I know you all do.
Do I get like a tinge in the
Always.
back of my head at all during this?
You hear a bit of a snicker and a whisper, and it says, just to you. It says, they don't understand.
Yeah, I didn't think they did. I don't think it's Eldath though, but I guess I can send her like a business card or something and be like, "Hey, I'm Little Bite. Hey, guess I'll just say you're cool and stuff.
I'll pray for you.
Please don't.
It won't do you any good.
It wouldn't do you any good."
I mean I have to anyway.
Oh, your
So
god runs you hard, doesn't it? Don't they?
No, it's just, that's how things turn out, okay?
Hmm. So, anyways,
See,
Yeah, so-
Eldath brought me you.
oh, well,
So
I
it
guess
all-
I can thank you.
It all kind of works together.
Yeah, we like that.
okay.
This whole
So-
time I've been whale watching.
Roll a perception check for me.
throwing food into the water, hoping a whale comes.
Yeah, just anything.
You definitely see some
12.
fishes and a couple birds,
Ah.
but it's hard to see whales under ice.
That's fair.
That's yeah, I mean, as you kind of walk your awkward separate ways, thinking about your gods with the smugness of both of the two of you both feel at assuming that you're both correct. You guys start heading due south. It takes another day. I mean, you guys all sleep on the ship and get a long
Okay.
rest.
We
Oh,
can all
good.
remove our points.
You don't encounter too much. You have a night crew that's been kind of keeping an eye out, but come, mid-morning, 10, 11 o'clock, after you guys kind of all get up, start doing your daily shifts. I never gave anybody downtime, but that's fine. Looks like you don't have any this week.
Okay. I mean, we
Well-
did just pick up right after we were doing something.
We'll deal with that later. So as you kind of break your south, you see rising in the distance, and it's weird. It's been a low cloud cover, a sunny day, if you will, almost bluebird. You get the clouds that peek through and the bit of moisture on the top, but relatively clear. This stands out, and as you get closer, if you weren't headed directly for it, you feel like you shouldn't have saw it. But now that you're headed directly towards it, as you drift left to right, it's almost as though this tower kind of gets a little taller and a little shorter. And if you kind of veer off path, suddenly you can't see the island. But if you kind of, come back, it's almost like when you look through like when you look through like a fence,
distorted?
when you look through a fence and you can't see anything, and then you can kind of see what it is. It's weird. It kind of catches you off guard, but you start heading in that direction.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep the nose of the ship.
As close as you can to what you kind of see in the distance. The island that approaches doesn't look anything fancy, kind of almost identical to the one you just came from, except this one doesn't have fog running through it. You don't see any signs of rivers necessarily, but it's definitely an island and it's definitely in front of you.
Okay. If there's
Nick, there's an island in front of us.
is that an island in front of us?
It definitely looks like one. Like we should go check it out.
She like had just come up from the hole, washing her hands with the towel. Oh, hey, look, an island. I mean, that's like,
Congratulations. Yeah. All right. So I'd like to get as close as I can without beaching the slippery bosom. And then
it takes a bit. I mean, it seems like it's a low tide, so you're pretty far out at this point, but you drop an anchor at low tide, and if you want, you can start headed in. I mean, you're pretty far off. It seems as though as you came close, and it's weird. Again, if you had not noticed it, you've been trying to fight your way through this ice and these different ice sheets, but when you get to this island, like a good 70 to 80 meters out from this island, there's no ice.
oh,
And almost a perfect. So like as you kind of get up, you realize like, oh, this is
so
weird.
did we just pass into climate control?
Seems strange. There's still snow on the.
Okay. All right. So I would like to Heavy Neck would like to get the boat fairly close, but then he will turn it sideways and get it ready to drop anchor, and then we're gonna take the rowboat into the island.
5 of you go assume.
Yeah, so I'll bark out commands to Colin, Zilch, and the rest of them to get everything set up to make sure that the ship can't move.
And just
Easy
having
enough.
that does that, I'm gonna yell over at Talon. And don't forget the cannons.
You got it,
Reload.
Sheila. Hey, that bacon this morning.
Always got you, Talon, with your bacon.
So you get to the shore, you start rowing in. The waves are breaking, so it's a bit difficult to navigate, but you get the rowboat on and kind of beach it. It's pretty sandy
We
for
have
the rocket ice that you've.
traps. We're gonna get in fine.
Say again?
Side question: Have we had a long rest since the
Yeah, we
last
did.
island?
Yeah, we
Okay.
had one night.
Sorry.
Yes, no problem. No problem. That's a big question to ask. Make your way up. You get to the shores. Now that you've like kind of got on the shore and are close, you can kind of see the tower. The thing you saw when you're at the right angle from the distance, it looks towards the top of this hill. There seems to be something, but it doesn't seem very tall. It just seems
All right. Singular though, just one tower?
singular.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna look at the rest of the group. I'm gonna take my little furry hood, throw it up, and make sure my mohawk's nice and tucked in, and go. Let's go, crew. And I'm gonna start trudging forward.
So you trudge.
Are we
Okay,
trying to be sneaky up here or just walking?
As Etrian comes up to a very small heavy neck. Yeah, we would like to.
Okay. How about, do we know about how far away from the tower we are? We can't tell.
Roll a perception check. No,
hide?
actually, how about this? Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh. It's,
Can I help by going? It looks about.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll an
Uh,
intelligence check with advantage.
Let's go, baby.
If you really are helping him.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to. Evanek's trying to he's trying to
Oh,
help
there we
him
go.
judge the hills that are.
17?
with advantage, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Having it gives him a tape measure.
So 17. Yeah.
So 17. So you look and it's weird.
Compass.
At first you look and you're like, oh, that's gonna be a long hike. And you kind of look at it for a second, you're like, wait, that seems too small. It, like
Maybe
you know when you you can't tell how far something away, like when a truck moves next to you and you feel like you're going backwards. It's
Yeah.
not
Oh,
so
I
much
hate that shit.
it looks like you're it
Slam
looks
on the
like
brakes.
as you kind of think on it for a second,
do
you're
that.
like, I can't. It's not so much that you want to tell how to. It's like you can't tell how far away.
just getting
and that's,
confused and a headache.
that's the weird. That's even with a 17. It's not so much that you can tell or not. It's like you just. It's like that's strange.
I'm gonna throw up pass without a trace.
Okay,
Right.
you guys. So you guys all set. So give me a group stealth check.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Thank
30.
God.
Wow. Thank
You rolled
you.
a 2 for your stealth,
I'm a
35.
So-
goddamn
so-
cat.
bro. You're lucky
so-
you got a nat, bro.
She is
12.
white.
We're missing
I'm a
one.
goddamn
23.
cat.
So 12. I mean, it's not terrible.
12. No, you're with that natural 20 helps.
Yeah.
So you start making your way up, and this seems
Heavy has
a
disappeared.
lot less icy. You guys definitely noticed the climate change. You had put your hood up, Heavy Neck, when you first got to this island, but you find yourself taking it off at this point and actually unbuttoning your jacket a little bit.
Oh,
And this tower, though it seems small and far away, starts to grow the closer you get. It seems to go, is it
Like
60
on-
feet high, 70 feet high, 100 feet high? No way we would have seen this. And yet, as you approach, it gets taller and taller until you finally come up to what seems to be a 70-foot wall, stone, encompassing the top of this hillside. You guys didn't seem to get any attention from your stealth roll, and you made it right up to the base of this. You find yourselves sitting in a wood line. The temperature at this point has gotten to be 55 degrees out.
Still
So still cold, but warm. You see some shrubs that are covered in a light snow that seem to have recently gotten a covering, but seem in the sun to be melting away and becoming green again. And it's just, yeah, you just see a wall. And this is,
There's a wall. There's no door or
and
anything.
as you kind of look left, you kind of look right, and I mean, you can kind of see where it curves, but no, there's no door.
Can
Do we see any windows or any openings higher up?
flight?
I mean,
crew.
from where you're standing right now, I'd have you roll, but no, it's just, it seems like other than the tower in the distance, and on the tower, I mean, roll me a perception check. On the tower in the distance, it seems as though there seems to be a window, maybe a balcony, but that's not anywhere near this wall. So, you're kind of looking at the wall, which is 70 feet up, and as you back up, and you can see the tower, kind of over the edge. And that's where you can kind of see, but nothing in the wall in front of you, no.
Can I look at Sheila and go, Sheila, how's your arm? Is it feeling loose?
I'm good. Let's do this.
You can get me over that wall?
I think I can get a couple of us over it.
Let's go, baby. So Heavy Neck will just bundle up and let Sheila get her fucking rotator cuff
Does it-
ready.
Easy enough.
Wait a minute. Are you gonna try and
I was
launch him
gonna say,
70
how
feet in
tall
the
is-
air?
Oh, yeah, we're
I also have my hook.
Okay,
So-
so that's an extra 10 feet. So 50 feet in the air.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Zilch, you
why
want to
does
come?
it-
What?
I really just want to see if she can throw me up there.
I mean, are you ready to take that fall damage?
Well, she's gonna catch me, right? Right?
Oh, okay.
Really gonna catch me?
Oh yeah, you've always been in my arms.
So
and
you guys
it's
broke your
fun.
you guys have broken your stealth at this point, right?
Yeah.
If you guys are chatting this in front of the wall, you guys are kind of all standing there.
Well, I mean, we still got past with that trace.
Are you still being quiet? I mean, you're not right up against the wall yet, if you will. You're a bit back. You
Oh, I
haven't-
thought we were. My bad.
No problem.
Oh yeah, I thought we were like right.
Well, if you're
up-
if you're right up against the wall, then you're not hiding anymore because you're just standing out in the open next to a wall. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, we don't see the map, so we don't know how the
Yeah.
layout is.
It's gonna be theater of the mind.
No, it's just like
So there is a clearing before the wall.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Is it the wall? Is there
Should
like a walled off area and then the tower? Or you just mean the wall? of the
Yes, it looks
tower?
as though when you're from where you are, you can only see the top of the tower because how high the wall is because of how far back it is.
Zilch, give us a bird's eye view of what's on the other side of this wall.
Okay, so you want me to jump out of the trees here in perfect view of anything that's on the wall and just
Do you see anything on the wall? Because I don't.
well, I can't see anything really.
You're our only option right now.
And I'm just gonna motion to Etrian.
I can drop pass
Okay,
out a trace.
You're both our only option.
You can hold cuts.
He can-
Oh yeah, because
Oh no, yeah, I can hold. But yeah, I'm gonna be.
but
30
yeah,
feet
but
away,
you're
so-
without 30 feet away. That's fine.
But I'm
He
gonna
can be a
hold
bird.
concentration anyways. Because why not?
How much attention does a bird draw?
I don't know. Just
Then
What
I'm
if you-
gonna.
figure it out.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm gonna
if you want
turn-
to polymorph me into a bird, then I'll go do that.
That's a pretty high spell slot.
Yeah, I know. I know.
All right, yeah, I'll be right back. And then I turn into an owl holding my pass out of trace.
a regular owl or a giant owl?
Regular owl. I don't want to take like
Really?
too much
Just
attention.
making sure.
And just looking for an opening and doorway. Can I tell?
So you kind of
Like,
fly
where to
up,
go
right?
or
And you break
anything,
out of the trees and you kind of break up and you get up 70, 80, 90 feet and you see over this wall. And there's a courtyard. Inside of this wall, there's regular carnivorous trees and green foliage. It looks like there's a pond, green grass,
There's
a few
carnivorous
outbuildings.
trees?
No, not
Trees?
not eating trees. What's the one? What's the one that loses? Thank you. That one, deciduous.
Oh,
Okay, that's
Or
really
carnivorous
Big
is like
difference.
Giant Venus flytrap.
I was
just
like, this is all
everywhere.
like, is this poison ivy? 'Cause This is I'm in love.
My fault. It looks almost like a paradise. There's outbuildings that are there are outbuildings that are in the distance and you see a large river almost. It's not a large river, but a stream that kind of circles around, and in the center, one of the most beautiful towers you've ever seen. And the bottom has an archway in the distance, and you see off to the left a pathway that goes out to a door off somewhere on the wall. It's a little ways away, but it's around the corner.
Okay. Am I close enough that I can fly over there? It wouldn't take like 20 minutes or something, or is it pretty far
It
away?
would take, I mean, it's a little bit of a distance. I mean, you can kind of head that way to the door.
I was just, does it look guarded or like there's
So
people want to walk
roll a
around? Or I don't
perception
see
check for
people?
that. How about that? I
Yeah.
give you the outline of what you would definitely see. Let's see. What else
Etrians
you
are
can-
UAV.
That is 14.
14.
I get it. Yeah, still advantage with perception.
You don't see any guards on the wall near you or anything in particular. You actually don't really see much outside from where you can tell.
All right. Gonna head back and let them know where the door is.
Yeah, so you kind of get down and pop out of your wild shape.
Nope.
Yes, there's a door, no people. It looks, I mean, it's gorgeous. This place looks awesome,
What?
but there's no people.
Heavy Neck just looks behind him.
Was
Okay.
there
It's
anybody-
real different over the wall.
was there anybody like guarding the wall? Was there anybody up
No.
top?
I didn't see any guards. I didn't see any people or anyone walking around
There's nobody.
that I can see.
And
There's
a
obviously some kind of charm on this wall because we
And there's
didn't
a
fucking see it.
paradise on the other side.
Yeah.
You said there's a door.
Yes. And I point the
Can we
direction of the
get there?
door. I don't know if it's left or right.
Yeah, it'd be
Um,
like here. It'd be because if you were approaching at the 6 o'clock, it'd be towards your 9 o'clock.
So I point that way. I say, yeah, we can get to it. There's just, I'm assuming this band of clearing went all the way around the wall.
So from what you could tell when you're up there, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like it's a pretty easy path.
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You kind of break out and you realize that there doesn't seem to be anybody up on the top of the wall, and you start making your way around. It's a big compound. You get pretty close before you. It takes you 20 minutes of a walk, and you're at a pretty brisk pace before you actually come up to what you notice to be a stone road. It's not a road; it's more of a path, but it's definitely better than the direction you came up from. And to the right, you see two giant ironwood doors, probably 25 feet tall, coming down an arc, inscribed with. And what do you guys speak for languages?
Common, Druidic, and Elvish.
Gnomish.
Infernal, Gnomish. What was that little bite?
Abyssal, celestial, and infernal.
Abyssal, deep speech, and infernal.
Sheila?
Languages.
Giant or common.
Yeah, it has some intricate scrollings. It looks like there's iron on the edges of the wood, inscriptions dug into it, and it outlines a perfectly blank wall. Other than that, no handles that you can see.
Can I put my hand on the door?
Sure do. It's kind of chilly, but warmer than the outside you've been at. Feels like wood.
Do we
Could I tell how thick the wall was?
When you were up there with your best guess, I mean, at least 4 or 5 feet, probably.
Okay. Then yeah, should we knock? Does anybody have a plan for when we're here?
So
Knock.
heavy neck just wants to.
So as you kind of knock, it kind of echoes pretty loud.
Maybe we
knock
need a bigger
harder.
knock, and I'm gonna like get ready. like,
Suddenly
I'm
in
gonna
your
put
head,
my
little
hand
bite, you
down.
hear what do you want?
What? I mean, do you want me to smash it with the hammer and knock?
No, I heard you.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's nice to see you. I mean,
Who
hear
are you?
What?
First person to hear voices.
And I'm just gonna stand there and be like, I'm Little Bite. Who are you? You're not who normally.
How'd
talks
you
to me."
find my island?
Okay, so it's not her patron.
No, she's talking to the person who's here.
Oh, that makes
You
more
guys
sense.
aren't hearing any of this. Yeah,
We're hearing her talk though.
her talk. Yes.
Yeah.
How do we find your island? We took a boat. That's how we found your island.
Tell me that
She's
we heard
talking
about it
to
from our
herself
contact
again.
at Helix.
Are you
We've
by
heard about it
yourself?
from what? No.
Can you
Mention-
transfer the message?
You just hear a big, and all of you hear a, and 10 feet up, a little door opens. And you guys kind of see an eye look out,
Oh God.
and you all hear a voice say,
Hi.
and then out of the big door kind of hears like, and you watch as this. It takes you most back. A large red dragonborn
I definitely don't back up.
in
gonna stand right
big,
in front of the door.
long blue flowing robes kind of sticks his head out and goes, well, people don't just find me.
Hello. I'm
We're here on
Zilch.
We're here on recommendation.
You have
Hello,
some
I'm Little
nice
Bite.
coloring.
I'm sorry. You already
Kind of
did
looks
that.
out of you and goes, 1 second, please. The door just kind of shuts.
Wait,
Oh,
guys, we should-
okay.
You're a lovely shade of red, sir. Or madam.
Like lovely, really just radiant.
So the
scary.
dragon just walked away.
The door shut right now. You guys are kind of just standing outside of yourself.
I'm gonna
You
look at the
welcome.
group.
I'm gonna cast enhance ability on Heavy Neck.
Thank you.
Which one was it? Eagle's Splendor. You have advantage on charisma checks the next hour while I hold concentration.
Thank you.
Wait, are we inside the door or outside the door?
You're outside
We're
the
outside
compound
the
right
door.
now, just
Okay.
kind of waiting. He said,
So-
hold on a second.
Guys, I was thinking about this. Why don't I introduce us as a group and then you all can introduce yourselves so it's like an orderly manner.
How are you going to introduce us?
I'm just gonna say
I
I'm
already
Heavy
introduced
Neck.
myself.
I'm Heavy Neck. I'm the captain of the Slippery Bosom, and we're here to see you. And this is my crew. And then we're just gonna go down the line.
And you think that's going to be enough for him?
He already knows who I am. Why does it matter?
Okay, heavy neck. Okay.
The door starts to open again.
I'm just trying to say in the future we should probably think about the way we introduce ourselves. Okay.
No,
good.
no,
He
I know.
watches his
I
face
agree
comes
with
out
you.
and goes,
I agree,
Well-
but not the time.
I also agree. But we should also make ourselves feel significant.
You guys all set?
Heavy Neck, introduce us.
You've come this long. How about hold on one second. He puts his hand.
So Heavy Neck, like the jingle of his chain, kind of like echoes across the floor, and he kind of like dusts himself and goes, "I should probably introduce myself." And he holds out.
How about? And he holds up his finger and goes, "How about we do this a little bit warmer? Please,
Absolutely,
if you would follow me." And he turns
Yeah.
around, and you guys open the doors, and it's weird because he opens the doors, and you guys are expecting to see this paradise, right? You're expecting to see this outdoor that you've been described, and it just opens into a room.
Oh,
And he kind of, and it's nicely lit. There's a window on the back with a stained glass inscription of something in Draconic with a picture of what seems to be them. There's comfy couches on either side of this room. Tables in the center. There's a thing of tea brewing off in the corner and a few pieces of biscuit. And he says, "Come, sit. It's cold out there."
I'm gonna launch myself onto the couch.
absolutely is.
I sit on one of the couches and my wings take up both of the other seats.
Sheila's gonna look at the biscuits and be like, "This is all Red Dragon has is like biscuits."
Sheila,
So he
nice, Sheila. This is hospitality.
he goes, "Well,
Last time I sat on
People-
a couch this nice, I was a prize fighter
a prize fighter,
back in the day,
for
you know.
a
prizes?
chain holder, a tabaxi. Well, people don't come here and find me very often. So I find that usually the ones who make it this far have a good reason to. So, Tell me.
Loradis. So like
whoa, who are you talking to?
Heavy Neck he's waving his hands up. You go, Loradis, we should formally meet.
Well,
He
seems as you
walks-
know more about me than I know about
He
you.
walks forward and he extends his hand again and goes, "My name is Heavy Neck. Pleasure to meet you."
Zilch looks at Little Bite and goes, "Oh, that's the guy."
He goes, he looks at you and goes, "And who are the rest of you?" He doesn't shake your hand just yet.
I am the captain of the Slippery Bosom, and this is my crew. And I'm gonna go. We have Zilch,
Yo,
Sheila,
Hey.
Etrian,
What happened to the paradise?
and Little Bite.
He looks
We
at
already
you,
met.
gives you a nod. It's a
And he
pleasure to
goes-
meet you. I am Loradis.
she has a secret hammer. Don't be
And
alarmed
you
by
have-
it.
Secret
So much.
It was a secret, but now it's not.
Now
It's not anymore, so now you don't have to be alarmed
Yep.
by it. You don't have to
Oh.
be afraid.
Blow my cover,
Loradis,
bro.
No, it's cool. You don't want to scare
cut to
people.
the chase here.
You were.
There's a lot of information going on right here. Did you come here for a reason, or should I just let you go?
Zilch, could you please continue this over there? Loradis, I'd like to speak with you over here.
Hold on. You found my way to your island. Okay. Listen.
I'd like to explain to you why that happened and everything in detail, but I'd have a crew that is a little distracting.
Well, how about you tell it here because we're not going in.
All right. So, is there like a table between the two of us?
There's not really a table. He's still kind of standing over in the corner as you guys sat with his arms crossed and his long dragonborn tail kind of like flicking annoyedly as cats do when they start losing
Okay.
patience with people.
I will
know
I
that,
will
I
I
see
will
that.
understand this. And I will go, I won't waste any more of your time. And if he's wherever he is, wherever there's like a flat surface, I would like to walk up to him and go, I was told that you had knowledge that could help me. And what I need help with is this. And as I walk up, I'm gonna pull it out of my little like leather sack, and I'm gonna pull my soul gem out, and I'm just gonna put it on like if there's like a little like piece of trim, a little table that he's next to, I just want to put it gingerly right next to him.
Roll a persuasion check with
Walk away.
advantage, I guess, because of your.
Yes. That is with advantage. I got a 9.
Wasted a
He looks
spell
at you
slot.
and he
Yeah.
kind of he crosses
Let's
his arms
still
haven't crossed,
continue.
and he still watches his tail and he kind of takes a deep breath and he looks at it. He looks at all. And he goes, "You still haven't answered my question. How did you find me?
Oh, some friends up north told us where you were.
We heard your name with a contact from Ilix.
Well, also the frost giants told us.
Oh yeah, the frost giants also.
How'd you find my frost giant island?
They were. It was.
That
the
was more
one
of an accident.
Yeah, that was definitely an accident.
It was just there, and there was this big
There was no accident.
there's this big caterpillar thing that was trying to kill us.
Was that you too?
You must have found coordinates from somewhere because no one finds my frost giant island to make it to here without
Well-
knowing where to go to first.
Well, we ran into Iceport and we checked Iceport's logs, and Iceport's logs took us to here.
He told
Well-
you where I lived?
Well, no, Iceport.
You
took us
watch
to
as he
the
starts to get
giants.
more and more annoyed
No,
with
no,
you
no,
the
no,
longer
Loradis,
you get.
Loradis. Nobody. There's nobody in Iceport.
Yeah, there's like nobody.
They're all gone.
He kind of like scratches his, he looks at you for a second, like reading you inside and out.
Why would I?
Well, then
not?
who told you where I lived?
The books did,
The papers.
and the
Nobody there?
and the frost giants did.
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
like
they
your
definitely
giants
told
are
you
the
that.
really
frost giants.
chatty. Your giants are like really chatty.
Yeah.
If you
I
don't want
had to
them
give them
telling
food.
people
You,
where you
you
are,
think as he thinks for a second,
you should-
nobody at Iceport, and he kind of starts pacing around the room.
Yeah, we thought it
Nobody
was
at
weird
Iceport.
too. It was like there was some civilization, but it
Oh,
was-
Usually
Uh,
Eugene would call me if there was an issue, or at least
I don't
come
know who
here.
Eugene is, but there was some gift there, and it looked like everyone got kidnapped.
His head snaps at that word.
yeah.
You saw
So, yeah,
Gith
they're like
at
Kid-
Iceport?
Wait,
big
kidnapped?
and green and ugly.
We killed it at Iceport.
Yeah, they weren't very nice.
All right, Little Bite and Zilch, roll me one more persuasion check, throwing this new information at him.
Yes. Come on, crew. Oh no, crew.
Okay.
He does not like you,
Crew.
Zilch.
Oh no, crew. That's bad.
He does not like you, Zilch.
Nice.
Natural 1 and then a
Wow.
He's gonna kill us.
3.
He's
Why
not
are we
happy with
fighting?
you
I
guys.
don't get it.
He goes, well,
Why is that bad? I don't get it.
It's not our fault.
I mean, you're not the one that they tried to kill over there.
he just
so,
doesn't,
like,
it's not that he's kicking you out. He just doesn't trust you guys. He just goes, I don't understand why Gith would be nice port. However,
I'm
you
gonna
must have
mumble
found
under
me
my breath.
first.
Wait. I have something that might clear the air here.
I'm gonna mumble under my breath real quick in Abyssal, and I'm just gonna be like, "Fucking asshole."
I
I'll
also
laugh
have this.
because I
and
understand it.
I'm gonna take out the vial that's for emergency case only. I'm gonna go. We also found this with the information.
He kind of, so at presenting this, his hand steps back. He goes, Eugene, as he says it like to himself, and kind of reaches out to grab the case from you.
I'm gonna grab it and go. Why is this important?
Wait, little bite. Did you just
That's
understand?
mine.
That's yours.
That was one of the first.
I
things
gave that
I
to
learned.
Eugene in case of emergency, and that's why I'm concerned of why he wouldn't be here.
Well, we went to Iceport and it was empty, and I found this.
Yeah,
was
and
the-
it's celestial, sort of.
Exactly.
Kind of shakes his head and goes, so
And
thank you
Henry-
for this news. And he kind of,
Henry is gonna outstretch his hand and go, "Here you go." You
and he
see
kind of
that?
looks at you and he kind of reads you up and down for a second. And goes,
Fuck, that was my find.
you might need this
A token of good faith, but all right.
because you seem to have found your way here without some information and befriended my giants. I guess you're not totally worthless.
I fed your giants. Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
you're welcome.
And he kind of looks at you and goes, I don't want to hear it.
Okay, I won't feed them ever again. Then they'll just starve and die. Cool.
Sh-
That does
You're
sound
welcome.
scary.
Shrugs and looks back at the rest of you.
In Infernal, I'm just gonna be like so not peaceful.
I'm gonna reply in infernal.
Loradis.
Definitely not peaceful.
What the
And he-
fuck? You know that one too?
and he's gonna snap back after casting a words and goes, I understand what you're saying.
I heard everything you said.
Anyway, you found yourselves. So he looks at the soul stone and goes, kind of picks it up, looks at it for a second. where did you get this? As he
I
before he says that, he actually casts identify on it.
Okay. As he finishes his sentence, Heavy Neck is just gonna kind of, his mouth's gonna curl up and goes, I don't think that's really relevant at this point.
Well, I'm not going to help you unless you let me know what happened, but maybe we'll talk about this later. Listen. And he kind of puts it back down the shelf. And he looks at the group of you and goes, I don't know who you are or how'd you find where I lived, but I can tell you this. You're not totally useless. If you made it this far, you could be of something else. He looks at that.
I wish
He
I
looks
could
at
say
you.
the same.
He looks at all of you and goes,
I think I know what you're talking about, sir. How can we help you?
well,
Other
Wait
than
a
feeding your
second.
giants, which apparently was not enough help.
he looks at you and goes, I don't give a shit about the Giants. Stop talking about Giants. And looks back at the rest of you and goes, okay, so I need something. And if I need to do something with this, and he looks at the soul gem and he goes, and if I'm going to do something with Ice Sport that you tell me disappeared and happen to have my friends
Why
scroll,
would we lie? We've come this far. Why would we lie to you?
I don't know, but I need to see it for myself. However, if I'm going to do anything, I need to find out what's going on. And if I'm going to find out what's going on, I need some information. And if I need information, I'm going to need books. And the only place I know a book where I can get this, and he holds up the soul gem, and he goes, or this, and he points at like where the Gith were and everything. He goes, then I need you to go to Metaposse.
What?
So here's the thing.
Wait, we need to go find some books. I love books.
He kind of starts pacing around the room. He goes,
But if you need some books, you need
I've
some
had some
information.
issues
If you need
myself.
some information, you need some books.
I'm just mumbling in Infernal. I love books. Books are great.
he goes, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna do some research into this ice port. That was my favorite little port. That's where I got all my little cheeses and my decent ales.
Wow, so interesting.
I can't believe it's gone.
But we have much to talk about, and I will tell you all of what I saw.
Well, the island's west-northwest of here. It's part of the Octheon continent. Broke apart. Something with a green dragon. I don't go near it. That's why I use ice port. There's a couple of ports there. The island I need you is, like I said, west-northwest. It's not that far up. It's a bit crazy. That whole continent got torn apart. If you want to stop there, get a couple books on this, find me some scrolls, get some information on the Gith, and anything else you find there is all yours. Come back here. I'll see what I can do about that. I'll see what we can do about that ice port. I'll see what I can do about your giants and making sure you get what you need. And he looks at you, Zilch.
I don't care about. I don't care
Instead of the
about ice port.
giants, can you throw in unlocking some magically locked boxes?
He goes,
Yeah,
I can throw in unlocking whatever you need me to unlock if you can come back with these books.
I mean,
Okay,
if we come
don't
back
risk
with
the
other
boat.
books, do we have to give them to you?
Any books that don't partake with a couple spell scrolls. And he's like, before you leave, I'll write down a list of some books I need. Outside of these, I don't care. And he starts like
Perfect.
coming over a scroll. And he goes, and he kind of writes down one for you. He goes, this is the book you're gonna need. And he looks at you, Heavy Neck.
Loradis, you seem tense. Have you ever heard of Tangle Grass?
Roll a persuasion check.
I think you might enjoy it. All right. Do I still have the eagle thing,
Yeah,
right?
you still have it.
Yes.
In Infernal, I'm gonna look at.
That's
Now you're
20.
gonna roll
Holy
great.
shit.
Nice.
Yes.
Of course.
Wow.
Kind of looks and goes, I have not. Is interesting.
Well, we come over here. You should probably sit down for this. And I
Yeah.
just want to like.
He doesn't say, he just kind of walks over to you for a second.
And then I will explain to him what he does, and he's supposed to smoke, and then I will just try to make sure.
So
that
for the next 20 minutes or so, you kind of get him to like, he's like, so it's like this.
yeah, just
It's this deep, dark dragonborn cough as he kind of gets up and goes,
there you
I
go,
guess-
there you go, there you go.
I guess you guys are all right. And he looks at you such and goes, hey man, I hope you figure this out. I'm sorry for getting off on the wrong foot.
Your
That's
snacks are
alright.
great.
You know, Celestial Ganja really does help people like not be assholes. So That's cool.
Well, let me get you some supplies. He takes out a case. He hands you 5 healing potions, minor.
Wow.
He goes, for each book you bring back, I will give you 350 gold pieces off of this list he gives you.
And then all the other books though, right?
That's
Are
Whatever
for-
you find, you keep.
Cool.
And he goes, I will also give you this. And he hands over a beautifully detailed map. And if you guys go to your roll 20, I'll show you on the map. All right. Thank you, AJ, as always, for your gorgeous renditions of different continents. And as far as you guys could tell, Metaposse is right here. And you guys are over here.
So it's gonna be a little bit.
So you guys got a little bit of traveling ahead of you.
All right, good. We have some downtime to get to.
Good luck. Come back. I would love to see you again with these books, a little bit more of that tangled grass, and maybe we can have a bit of a different conversation.
Well, Heavy
And
Neck
he-
just wants to spend like as much time as he can, like sweet talking Loradis to like make sure that he knows that he's up to snuff, like maybe even telling him exactly what happened to get the soul gem. I'll make sure that
Around with everybody around, because as far as you know, you guys are in a single room, like 20 by 30 with.
We're not leaving the cabin for at least a little bit, right? Or
Yeah,
we-
so you want to talk about it in the cabin?
Yeah, so do you guys want to take a long rest in the cabin? Sorry, I keep saying cabin, tower.
Loradis goes, I would prefer you guys moving on eventually. I do have other things I need to attend to.
All right, so I'll just I will spend the rest of the joint explaining to him.
Explain it to
exactly
him. Because everybody else hears you. I mean,
All right.
you're all in a single room.
All right, just calm down. All right. So I may have rolled with a rough crowd.
Oh, here we go again.
And we came upon a dagger, and that dagger had the ability to store souls.
And the magic of this dagger has changed 25 times, Zilch.
No, it
I
has
know.
not. It's the same fucking dagger.
Sometimes it's piercing, sometimes it's
So
slashing,
it had
sometimes
the
it's fire.
ability. It had the ability to store souls in it, and we encountered a shopkeep named Goldie, who was kind of a dick, and I mean dick in every sort of way. Like he deserved. Like it's amazing he was even alive at the point where we found him, because somebody should have fucking killed him since then. But like I said, I rolled with a really rough crew, and one thing led to another, and he got stabbed and died. Right, and with this dagger, and then that soul got transferred into that dagger, and then yours truly did make a quite real quick trip to hell, and then transferred that soul from the dagger into this stone, and then that stone is where we are to here. I'm gonna try and like sweep that like little tiny bit of end into under the rug.
He kind of like reaches out, takes the tingle grass, and
Like I
kind of takes
said,
a big long joint, pull of it, and goes,
Don't worry about how it got here. Just worry about what it does from here on.
"Give me my books. We'll see what
Okay.
we can do.
Loradis, I will get you whatever you fucking need.
Have a safe trip. Enjoy the potions.
Thank you, sir.
Don't forget those books.
Is there anything we have to watch out for on the island, like walking back to shore?
I will make sure it's clear for you.
Thank you.
You guys got a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Hope to talk to you soon."
I'm gonna grab all of the snacks that I can grab on the way out.
He waves his hand and a whole fresh tray appears in front of you.
Can I just pick up the tray and be like, "You're great. You're so great. Thank you."
Points at you and goes, in your head you hear, "You got it."
I'm just gonna like.
See, he's okay.
So you guys make your way back down, row out from the sandy shores onto your boat, and with your fresh new map,
Yeah, let's head towards.
head west northwest to.
While we're going out there, I wanted to, whatever happened with that castle? Was it empty after everyone was after it was ransacked, where we had that giant frog thing?
It was empty,
Oh,
totally
yeah,
empty.
it was
What
empty.
you text?
We looted the castle.
Yeah, no, we looted the castle. That's where we found the
The staff, but there was no one owned it. Can we take it? Can we claim it?
Yeah, can we stay there? Is that
Yeah,
like
we
a,
Because
let her do that.
Eventually,
go
I'll
back
be
to
able
it.
to transport us back and forth pretty easily if we can get a tree on the boat somehow.
Yeah, so we can at least have like maybe like a base of operations.
The best
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah,
Freeze stride. No wait,
Pretty
it's
sure the castle belongs
transport
to
Transport via
Loradis,
plants.
though.
yeah, yeah.
The
A
best
couple more
teleport
levels, but I'll
spell.
be able to get it.
We'll
We can
get
just-
into exactly what
yeah.
happened, but pretty much you looted it and no, you guys all left. So that
Alright,
ship
but
has
we know where
sailed,
it is.
as
That's
we
fine.
would say. But
Mhm.
we will see later on what can happen from it. Um,
In the meantime, little bite, we're gonna have a little talk about
Are we?
about how the fuck you know abyssal and infernal.
Oh yes, that's a good story.
I can't wait until next week's downtime.
Yep.
He's been to hell, and he
so
doesn't know
much
that.
downtime. I have no idea how to speak any of those languages.
Hey, thanks for watching another What's Guard Skies live cast.
Ew.
Thanks for tuning in. If you watch on the VOD, try to watch on Wednesday nights. We start at 6:30. We want more viewers, like everybody else does. Subscribe
Yes.
as well. Thanks for everything, as always. I mean, you guys are amazing. My players are amazing. I think Joe Tech is DMing next week, as far as I know. I may or may not be here, depending on who
Oh.
plays.
Our videos are all messed up. Oh,
No, it fixed. Thanks so much. Anybody else have anything?
No, just stay safe out there, you guys.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.